So, we look like we're ready. But this is day one. It's about the work. And I've said that from day one. It'll always be the same message. It's about work. You got to go earn your right every year. It doesn't matter what the players are, the coaches, expectations, where you were, where you're going. We got to work, man.
Wants to throw it to Sewell. He caught it. Billy Sewell with a first down. Oh, yes. The big man dives down to the 31-yard line. Oh, that is beautiful.
Let me tell you something. I love this team now. I got goosebumps, gentlemen. I love this team.
Fields looking, pressured, hit from behind, taken down. Aiden Hutchinson got him.
What do you think about the secondary?
Just look at the name, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You drafted Branch.
It started off with that huge hit on Beasley.
We call him things out. There's a big hit right away. And boom!
Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Goff dropped it in the bucket that time.
We're in our window now to win.
Aaron Rodgers exits the NFC North as a loser. What is happening, everybody, in Rock On Detroit Lions Nation? It is Thursday night football. Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions, Lambeau, the land of legends over there in Wisconsin. But we're bringing our own legends to the game tonight. Aiden Hutchinson, he's going to bring the thunder. Brian Branch, we know he's going to crack some heads tonight. Jared Goff, he's going to play lights out. Lions for the win tonight. 31-13 is my prediction. I'm glad everybody's with us tonight. We're going to try to do a good job and do a little bit of play-by-play. We're going to have a little fun with it. Look, we can't have audio on. We can't have the screen on. We've got to do it blind. So we're going to try to give you, what we see and just, it's our first one ever. So we'll see how it goes. Andy, I know you're ready and raring to go, man. This is a big game. It's one we've had circled. What's on your mind?
Well, if I have a little bit of echo tonight, everyone, I apologize. I moved my operation tonight from the usual spot into my loft so I could watch the game on the nice big TV. And as Will said, we can't show the game, but you get a lot of genuine reactions and maybe frustration, anger, screaming. But that aside, I'm just looking forward to a great game tonight, Will. Like we said, this is a game that was circled on the calendar. This will be one of those games where it's another statement win by Detroit, because we always know we've had the issues with Green Bay in the past, but this is a whole new team, whole new atmosphere, whole new Lions. 31-20, that's what the score is going to be tonight on my side, buddy.
Yeah, and I think if either one of those scores happens tonight, I think we're both going to be happy. As long as one of us is a winner, who cares, right?
Right.
You do have a little bit of a minor connection issue right now. You've got a little bit of delay and choppiness, so maybe it'll smooth out, hopefully.
Actually, but you do a little bit too, Will.
Well, hopefully it goes away. There's a lot going on. I might have to cut off a screen. I'm using as much cell tonight as possible as opposed to the Wi-Fi, but I am plugged in tonight. So, all right. So everyone drop us in the chat where you watching from. We've seen quite a few people that were interested in the live play-by-play, but it wasn't just the United States. I mean, it was other countries that were, one guy from Ireland. We had one person, out there in the UK. There's a lot of people that are interested in watching these things, not just because they don't have a Prime, membership, but, they want something different than what you see on TV. But here we go. Looks like Packers are taking the field, and we'll make some adjustments, tonight. I'm going to try to get some different things up on the screen. I really wanted to find the tracker, and I couldn't find the tracker. I'm still going to look for it. But eventually this is going to go into like an OBS type screen where everything will be, set up the right way, like some of the other guys that are doing it. Just going to take a little bit of time. All right. So Thursday night kickoff. This is a big one. We're ending the first quarter tonight. And the Lions have an opportunity to go, 3-1. And there was a stat that came out yesterday that we'd spoken about. Gives the Lions about a 54% odds at winning the division, obviously, if they can win tonight. And this is a big one. They want to finish this first quarter strong and make a statement win here in Lambeau. Look, they won the last 3 games. They know this team well. And there was some big injury updates. We posted it today. We'll go through it again. Jair Alexander is the big one for me. Him not being in this game tonight allows Laporta, Amon-Ra, Josh Reynolds, everybody to have a better game. A big in for the Lions is David Montgomery. With Montgomery in the game tonight, we're going to see some more between the tackle action, and that should give the Lions some immediate credibility in the run game and allow that play action pass to get moving. If they can get some little things like that moving early, this could be a long night for the Packers. They are banged up. The Lions have their own injuries, but Taylor Decker is going to make his way back into left tackle. Penei Sewell's going to move back over to the right side. Jonah Jackson's in. So the Lions look like they're going to be pretty good on the offensive line. Of course, Ragnow at center. And, I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions are using heavier tight end sets tonight. Look, they're going up against a defensive line that, they're not great, but they're not slouches either. Rashawn Gary. You guys know Rashawn Gary all too well if you're a Detroit Lion fan, right? He's been the heart of that defense for a little bit now. Quay Walker, inside linebacker, definitely not a slouch. Got himself in some trouble last year, but he's a playmaker. I'm really looking forward to see, is Ragnow going to be able to keep Rashawn Gary at bay, or are they going to, bring somebody else over and try to double team him throughout the night? We'll see. We'll see here in just a few minutes as we get started. But drop us some comments here in the chat. Let us know where you guys are watching from. Let us know if you're going to be watching the game live and kind of listening at the same time. It's going to be a fun one tonight. We're excited. So,
Andy, Will, I'm interested real quick. What is your delay versus mine?
Right now, I've got the BMW commercial on.
Oh, so that's awesome. Maybe we're right on point.
And it just switched to a new commercial. Essentia water.
I'm still on the BMW commercial, so you're ahead of me. That's okay. That's all right. We'll make it work.
Well, maybe by the time it actually kicks in, it might smooth out. But we're also 3 hours by the way of the crow, I guess, apart. So.
Yeah, and that's something else. Everyone who's watching, there will be a delay between Will and I, different states, different time zones, but we'll make it work.
Are you Wi-Fi? Yeah, are you Wi-Fi or plugged in tonight?
Plugged in.
So there's going to be some delays, like Andy was saying, throughout the experience tonight, not only with the game time and what's matched up between Andy and I, but obviously between everybody else that's watching too. Andy will be manning the chat tonight. We're going to be going back and forth to the chat as much as possible. As far as the groups and the pages tonight, I believe our other moderator, Jonathan Fleming, who's been an excellent addition to the team, been doing a wonderful job. Should be helping us with most of that tonight. So we'll get to as many of those comments and all of the amazing posts that are going to be flying again tonight. Look, we want to get a couple hundred likes on this stream tonight. We really want to try to grow our channel and grow it into something new and exciting. Our main focus is news analysis and sports analysis and doing our weekly shows. This is different for us. And we thought, with the divisional game and with the way that the NFL has kind of changed everything with being able to watch games and hearing that, my goodness, there's blackouts for the Lions and Packers game. Why would the NFL ever let that happen? You brought in Amazon Prime for a reason, right? You were hoping to get it into everybody's home, and there's still blackouts. There's people in Michigan that can't watch this game on a local TV channel tonight. That has to stop. This state of Michigan, and not to say the other states don't do it, but We bleed Honolulu blue. There's a reason for it. You know, it's our home team. So get the games on the TV. It's where it should have always stayed. But I guess it's all about money. So
that's all it is, Will. Hey, Will, since we're actually got a minute here, I want to go through some chats real quick. We've got Mike Miller. Welcome in again, man. We ready for y'all. Absolutely, we are. Got Jason Antis. I think you're new. I haven't seen you before. Said, now my chat's working. North Carolina.
Yeah, Jason's not new. He was in the very beginning with our draft day bonanza that we did there. And he actually won a pretty nice gift bag. Jason's in North Carolina, I think he said. And yeah,
yep.
nice to have Jason in, man. Thanks for showing up tonight.
My apologies, Jason, to you. Mike, again, Columbus, Ohio, enemy territory.
All right, here we're going with kickoff here. Lions are receiving the ball. Craig Reynolds is deep, which is an odd one. Haven't seen Craig Reynolds back, this season the entire time, but Lions are taking the ball first. And you can keep flying through the chat too as we go through things. We're going to have a little bit of delay, in between plays, and I'll try to read off what I see and see how it goes here. So we got, if I could actually see it here. So we got a bunch formation on the left, Montgomery up, and he's going to be dropped right at the goal line, maybe a loss of 1.
It's a huge delay, Will. They haven't even freaking snapped the ball yet over here.
So if anyone can tell us in the chat if I'm ahead of you too, I can always try to slow down a little bit and maybe try to call it towards the end of the play. All right, second and what should be 11, could be 10. Fake handoff. Goff almost got killed. Got it off to Khalif Raymond, and he is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Goff got that out quick, man. He had somebody in his face real quick. The view on Amazon Prime tonight is a little bit focused in. It's not as focused out as it usually is, where you can see more of the field. So it might be tough, to be able to call some of these lineups tonight. All right, 3rd and 11. 13:52 left in the first quarter. We got two sets, both left and right side of the line. 4 wides. Empty set. Goff all day to throw, and he throws an interception to Ford, and he's returned it all the way up to the 15-yard line. Jason Antis, I think you're on my crap list because I think he's the one that said that Goff was going to throw 2 interceptions tonight, and we get an interception on the 3rd pass. I really don't know what happened here. It looks like, Goff had all day. So either it was a bad route. There's only 2 options, a bad route or Goff just got spooked and Goff didn't see him. Goff didn't see him at all.
Yeah. No, I just finally saw that. That was I'm not going to worry. Not a good way to start the opening drive, but it's okay. The game just started.
Well, they're going to probably get it in the end zone here. So we need a big defensive stop and try to keep them down to 3 here.
Miller, Dan Goff. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Oh, they're already getting some pressure on Love. Love got the ball off, and it is an incomplete.
We lost Will.
What just happened here? Did I lose you, Andy?
Yeah, you went off for about a second, and right when I was going to start saying something, you came back. You're good.
Well, on that first defensive play there, Hutchinson seemed to get back into the backfield right away, and then he just kind of stood there. He wasn't making his way back to Love. But all right, come on, 2nd and 10. Lions got to get a stop. Inside stunt by Hutchinson, and he's going to get to Love, and he goes down for a sack. All right, way to start the day. Inside
There's that
stunt by
defense.
Hutchinson. There we go. So they brought Hutchinson off the left edge. They rotated him on the inside of a Lee McNeil. He gets up through the middle of the line and gets love with one paw and brings him down. Man, did he just bull rush? Who is that? Runyon. Man, he just put him right down to the ground.
That was beautiful.
All right. Now we need some of that energy on the offensive side here. We got to keep him to 3. Looks like we're trading blows early here. 3rd and 19. 25-yard line. Love drops back. Completion over the middle. We're definitely not going to make it to the first down. Looks like they're going to be back to about the line of scrimmage. They'll be kicking a field goal for 3.
That's
okay.
All right. We can deal with that.
So good defensive stand, and this is exactly what we were hoping for tonight. And look, we don't want it to happen this way. We don't want the Lions to have to defend, in their own red zone to start the game, but they did it, and they're picking up right where they left off with the Falcons on Sunday. The only thing that would be better right now is if somehow they shank this field goal.
Christian Rowe, Goff playing the season like the first half of last year.
The snap was up and good. Field goal. Green Bay goes up by 3. All right. So what do you think of the first 2 series there, Andy? What are your thoughts right now, on Goff and the defense?
Well, the defense did exactly what we were hoping for. That was very reminiscent of what I saw against Atlanta. They pushed through. Hutchinson was at the right place, right time. Big way to start them, hold them just a field goal. Offense, I see a little bit more than that, Will. I mean, Montgomery couldn't do much. Goff, not a good throw. I agree with you. Bad route, or him and Amon-Ra just weren't on the same page. I don't know what happened there. Nice throw, but there was no reason for that interception. So it's okay. We're getting the ball back. We'll get better at this one.
All right. What do we got in the chat? So during the commercials, we'll definitely hit up the chat and try to clear it out as quickly as we can. And
yeah. Christian Rowe says Goff playing this season like the first half of last year. Well, I wouldn't go that far, Christian. I think he's playing better.
I'd say he's playing better, but I think what he means by that is the interceptions. And that was a stat. There's a stat that I forgot to look up today. Is I wanted to compare where Goff was through the first 3 games with the interceptions, because he got off to a bad rap there with it. I think he had 2 or 3 versus the Commanders. I know he had 2 or 3 in one game early. And then he quickly corrected it for a couple of games. But all right, next one. Go for
it. Mike Miller, great defense, put in bad spot.
And that's what we're looking to get out of this defense is, can they stand up when the offense, has a blunder like they just did? Hopefully that's the last blunder for the game for Goff.
And Jason Antis says, great stunt. Agree.
Yeah, it's nice to see them moving Hutchinson around. And last night, one of the things that I spoke to was we've got to see Hutchinson move up and down the defensive line. He can't just stay on the left and he can't stay on the right. He's got to get on the inside. I was looking for the matchup with him and Walker. And if it wasn't going to be Walker, I can't remember the other guy's last name right now. Who was the other guard there? They got Zach Tom back tonight. That's right. So the right tackle, he's back. John Runyon at right guard. Jenkins, we know, is out. Rasheed Walker at left tackle. It was Royce Newman that's filling in at the left guard spot. That's the matchup that I wanted to see. All right, Lions are about to get the ball back. Green Bay's about to kick it off. All right, let's go. Let's get a return. They're not going to return this. All right. Ball's kicked through the end zone. Lions get the ball to 25 to start their second series. We need to see some action here. I wouldn't mind seeing the Lions just take a deep shot here, right off the go here. And let's put them back on their heels a little bit. Not real sure what's going on with Montgomery and that offensive line, because that looked pretty weak to me to start this game. I don't know if they're just, full of cobwebs right now. Little anxiety. All right, we got a handoff to Montgomery through the middle for about 1.5. Got a new fullback tonight, and I don't even know his name. Do you know who the guy is that we picked up? We signed, I believe, today or yesterday. Daryl Daniels. Is that it? Daryl Daniels?
Let me make sure, buddy. Wow.
Well, he's in place of Kabinda. Kabinda's,
Yeah, because I know Kabinda's out.
I believe he's on IR right now. All right,
Yeah.
2nd and 8. We've got Gibbs off the right, and he's still motoring, and he could be up for a first down or 1 yard shy. Nice run by Gibbs, man. He kept his feet moving. It was off the right tackle. Last night I was hoping they would stay away from the right side if Colby Sorsdahl was going to be in. But tonight we should have Penei Sewell back on the right side. Nice run by Gibbs.
Very nice run by Gibbs.
All right, 3rd and 1. We need to pick this one up. Montgomery's lined up in the backfield, tight formation, and he powered through for the first down. Lions 1st and 10 with what's going to be about the 36-yard line. Ran right up behind Glasgow here. Sewell gets up into the 2nd tier. Monty just squeezes right through the hole. Oh, he almost lost that ball. Look at that.
Don't tell me that because I got this delay. Ooh, he did almost lose that.
You know, I said at the beginning of the season, I wish I never would have. Monty's got fumble issues. All right, Goff. There you go. Right in the breadbasket. They sniffed that one out. All right,
Ooh,
short pass. Yep, short pass off the right side to Gibbs for maybe a gain of 2. Without the wider screen tonight, it's a little bit more difficult to see what the defense is seeing. I don't know if I really care for the zoomed in look by Amazon. But Lions are lining up 2nd and 7. So we got a handoff off the left side to Montgomery's just not able to go anywhere. He gets up to the line and he shuts it down. I'm not real sure why Ben Johnson is being a little either careless or if he's just being stubborn right now. He's just being a little stubborn. They want to get this run game working. But Monty just doesn't look like he has it. He just doesn't look like the same Monty, in the first 2 games.
I wonder if that injury he had still nagging him.
Goff sets. He's back. We got a completion over the middle to Laporta. And he's all the way down to the Lions' 24-yard line, a pickup of about 40 yards.
I love that kid.
We knew he was going to have a big game. We called it last night, and he's already starting out with his first catch all the way down to, let's see where we at. There's 20, there's 30, about 36-yard reception.
So, Will, I'm about exactly a play behind you in this whole thing. So if I react at some point, it's probably because of the play that you already called. I think that's just how it's going to be tonight.
Oh, and we got a touchdown to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Sorry. Had to do it.
Okay.
I missed it. I was watching you, and I was missing it. I turned around, and there goes Amon-Ra into the end zone. My apologies. So
I'll see it here in a second.
Obviously, Goff set back. Amon-Ra, don't know how he got free.
Touchdown! I'm sorry, delay.
Oh my goodness. So yeah. So good call by Goff there. He saw Douglas fall, and obviously that freed up a Brown to get loose. What an interesting play. That almost got blocked. All right, Patterson's field goal is good, or I'm sorry, extra point is good, nearly blocked. Nice pass by Goff on
Beautiful
that
pass.
touchdown. All right. Lambeau leap for Brown. I love it. I love it.
You see that? That was great.
I love it. All right, so let's get to the chat. We're now 2 possessions in, and the Detroit Lions have shown that they have the ability to score at will. They're able to move the ball. They opened it up and went downfield, which was nice to see, finally. But we still have more work to do in that neighborhood. We're not getting vertical as a team yet. And I don't want to say that we need Jameson Williams to do that. They have Khalif. They have Raymond. They have Reynolds. they have guys that can do it. So, all right, what do we got in the chat?
Well, I'm going to go Mike Miller. I feel so bad for Andy. I couldn't do it. I have to leave someone to play Ed. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, Mike, but
I
disappeared again. Oh, you're good, buddy.
Yeah, are you clicking something when that happens?
No, I don't click anything. I just wait for you to come back, and I put myself back on stream.
So it's me that's dropping out because you froze up and then it dropped.
No, you've dropped out twice now, buddy.
Interesting.
Let me keep going with the chats here. Myers Farm, we love having you on board here. Was Knight brought in to run between the tackles?
Yeah, I missed that. I missed what you just said.
Myers Farm said, was Knight brought in to run between the tackles?
Well, we thought so, but he's a healthy scratch tonight.
Yep.
At least the last I looked, he was a healthy scratch tonight. So I don't think he's playing. And how are we doing so far? Let us know in the chat. How are we doing so far on the stream? We'll get more comfortable as the quarters go. But the biggest problem that I have right now is the game is on Amazon as opposed to a regular broadcast, and it just seems like it's tight. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it's more of a tight view for me. All right, so what do we got next in the chat there? Looks like there's a couple more that rolled in.
Yeah, Mike Miller said, let's go running game. Key. Couldn't agree with you more. Mike Miller and Laporta, hell yeah, what a pick of Mayers. Yeah, that was a heck of a play. Loved it. And I know what this one means. Mike Miller, woo! Yep, I agree. That was the score.
So there was a post that just came through in the group, and they said that, and I missed this, that when St. Brown did his Lambeau leap, that Green Bay Packers fans were dumping beer all over him. That's terrible, man. That's just that's just not a way to be a fan. These guys are out there playing, and you're potentially going to make somebody more injury prone. You're dumping liquids on the guy. Now he's going to probably have to go change at halftime because he can't change now. That's BS, man. That's poor class. Lions fans wouldn't do anything like that.
No,
but Andy might.
No, not me. Only one team I could think of I would do that to, but we'll leave that alone. Yeah.
They probably got green and white jerseys too. All right, here we go. Jordan Love. We've got fullback. I don't know who's 81. Is that Musgrave? All right, Jordan Love is getting it. He's going to go down with another sack by Mr. Big Bugs. All right, Lions are on it.
Hey.
So Jordan Love is looking a little razzled right now. And I tell you what, being a young guy, being a young quarterback, I mean, he's been in the league for a little bit, but he hasn't had a ton of playing time. He sat behind Rodgers. He's now having to deal with a dynamic defensive front that can attack you from many different angles. And we're seeing it early. 2 sacks for the Detroit Lions to start this game. Love drops back.
Hold on.
And, almost an interception by Jerry Jacobs. Nice pass breakup. Go ahead.
Yeah, say, Mike Miller, you're spoiling the game for Andy. Shame on you, Will.
I knew it was going to happen. I'll try to slow down. If you guys don't need to hear it all right as we are watching it, I'll slow down and I'll wait towards the end of the play.
Jacobs almost did pick that off.
Yeah, so you're just now seeing that, and Love is already lined up, ready to take the snap.
Well, that's why, like I said, if you see me react later than you do, just know that I can't contain myself.
All right, looks like we got a flag on this next play. It looks like it's going to be offensive holding. Yep, offensive holding. Green Bay Packers are going to drop back. At this point, I don't know if you want to take that penalty. It is declined by the Lions. So the Lions are moving the Packers off the field, and who's 76 for the Packers? He's limping off. That is that Runyon? Yep, that's Runyon. So John Runyon looks like he's got a lower leg injury, limping off a little bit. So that'll be a matchup now to watch the rest of the night. Are the Lions going to attack up the middle of this offensive line, with Runyon potentially having an injury? Looks like we've got another flag on this punt, false start by the Packers. That's going to back them up halfway to the goal line, roughly. Well, this is what we needed, Andy. We needed a good defensive showing tonight. And I know that it's something that we've been begging for in Detroit for a while now. Yesterday I made the reference to the 2014 Detroit Lions defense led by Ndamukong Suh. And I could only imagine if we had a player like Ndamukong Suh in the middle of this defense right now, just how good they could have been and still can be. They could still find somebody. Raymond takes the punt. Raymond takes the punt north about 7.5 yards. Lions are going to start near midfield. Third series, Lions are up 7-3. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. We got some chats there. What do we got?
We got, excuse me, Mike Miller, 9 sacks in 5 quarters. Let's go. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
That is a big stat line right there.
That is a huge stat line. Myers Farm, so glad Monty is back. Was Knight brought in to run between the tackles? Yeah, again, we're not, we thought he was, but like Will said, he's a healthy scratch tonight.
Well, so Knight was picked up during or after cuts. Knight was picked up. And I want to say who was out? Who got hurt? I think he was picked up obviously before Monty was hurt. He was picked up sometime, after the initial 53-man rosters, like the second day. And when Monty went down, Knight was brought up and he got into one game and now he was put back down as a healthy scratch because they didn't need him tonight. They've got Gibbs, Reynolds, and Monty in. So he's not in tonight. That's for sure. So far through this quarter, Goff is 4 of 5, 60 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Gibbs has 1 rush for 7 yards. Montgomery has 4 attempts for 6 yards. That's just pathetic right now. Sam Laporta, 1 reception for 35 yards. Amon-Ra, 1 reception for 24 yards in the TD. Jahmyr Gibbs has 1 reception for 3 yards. Khalif Raymond has 1 reception for -2. So the Lions are already moving the ball around, more than what they did against the Falcons. We've got 4 players to touch it as receivers. I believe that we had 4 targets against the Falcons. So already the Lions are able to spread the ball out a little bit better. The man of the hour, Jordan Love, is only 1 for 4. 1 for 4 with 9 yards. So hopefully that stat line remains true for the rest of the game and the guy just has a pathetic showing versus the Lions. All right, go ahead, Andy.
And he's been sacked twice.
And he's been dumped twice.
All right, Mike Miller, the O-line looks like they're going to have a long night. Props AG the last 2 games. They'll get it together. Marina Canara, I hope I pronounced that name right. Good luck. Also saying go. Myers Farm. You think with Monty back, Gibbs gets his breakaway touchdown?
Hopefully. So Goff on the first play in this series here kind of threw a duck to the outside at Reynolds. I don't know. Goff just looked a little slow on that play to me.
Oof.
There's a couple of Lions right there. Brad Holmes and Chris Spielman. All right, 2nd and 10. And we've got a delay handoff to Gibbs off the right side for the outside zone run. And he's going to bring it up for about 7, and they're going to blow it dead. Should be third down with 3 to go. I don't know, Andy. When you see that play, does it look like just kind of a slow rolling play to you? Like it's kind of weird.
Yeah, a little bit. I will say Gibbs, the couple runs he's had are pretty good, better than what I think that we've seen. It's good. I know it's only a couple runs, couple plays, but so far I like what I see.
All right, 3rd and 3, ball snap to Goff. Oh, Reynolds. Reynolds could have easily gotten another 10 or 15 yards out of this play. So we have a completion over the middle to Reynolds. Reynolds lost his footing and went down, popped back up for a few more yards. But a nice first down pass. These passes they're just looking a little odd to me out of Goff's arm tonight, though. I don't know if it's just he's nice and smooth or if he's got a little hitch in his arm tonight, but his ball's wobbling a little bit.
It's not as I usually see it.
No, it's not. And they're doing something funny with the snap, too. There we go. Monty up the right side. Finally has a decent run of about 7 yards. Lions are on the move.
This delay is killing me.
I apologize, man. We needed some reactions tonight.
No, don't apologize. It's all good.
It's different. We'll have to get it lined up next time where, if we get people that want to watch it and they're not able to watch the game, that we can just start like a few minutes after the game starts, and that way we'll be lined up and I can just pause my TV and get caught up. So what's everybody doing tonight? It's Thursday night. Maybe some of you guys have work tomorrow. You going to be up all night watching the game? Do you do a nice big spread for Thursday night football for your Detroit Lions? You got family and friends over? What's a Thursday night football game look like for you? Because this is what it is for me.
Same here. Mike Miller said, let Andy do the play-by-play.
Go for it. Hey, go for it, Andy. Take a couple.
Oh, boy. Okay. All right, so.
There we go. There we go. Oh, sorry. I don't like to see him running.
Jesus, Will. You're gonna... I get to see what you're talking about here. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Yeah, I'm not going to take the next one. I'll let you take the next few plays.
Oh, boy, Goff. Yeah, he's getting brave again.
You ever seen a giraffe? You ever seen a giraffe run?
Is that what it looks like?
That's what Goff looks like. He looks like a giraffe when he runs. And I'm surprised he just didn't go down right there.
He's getting confident. He's got some confidence. He's getting brave. I mean, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, he's going for it. He wants the Lambeau leap in his under his belt. What do we got here? Get in there, Monty. Come on. Nope. Maybe a couple. Ooh, they threw him back.
So we had Montgomery lined up in the backfield, took a handoff up the middle, right behind Ragnow, and got met at the line. There we go. Call it as it sets up there, Andy.
All right.
Next play. Here we go.
This is how delayed I am. Bear with me. 2nd and goal, 10 seconds left on the clock. Play clock. Montgomery in the backfield. Running right in. Touchdown, Lions. All right.
All right. So
good up the gut run.
right, and we're back. So nice run by Monty there. Lions score their second touchdown of the night. Apologize we didn't get to the first touchdown song there in the first one, but here we go. Lions are on a roll tonight. They've got one through the air. They've got one on the ground. They've got one interception. They've got 2 sacks. A little bit of everything so far. Kind of a sloppy game. But you know what? I'm okay with that. As long as the Lions are going to pull this one out and escape this game healthy, that's the only thing that matters to me. What do the people in Chatland have to say about it?
Saying, Jason Antis, that's one way to get a hooker in the huddle.
What?
I don't know what he means, but
Does he mean Hendon Hooker?
He might. That's the only hooker I can think of.
That is funny.
We'll move right along. Christian Rowe. It's huge having Taylor back. Absolutely. I was glad that Decker came in for this game.
Yeah, having Decker back, even if he's 80%, he's still 100% better than anybody else over there, other than Penei Sewell. But Penei just didn't look the same. He's been stuck at right tackle now for so long. He did not look the same at left tackle in the last game. He got the job done, and he's a hell of a ball player. But I think Penei now likes the right tackle position just a little bit. But you put him over there for a couple of games, which we don't want to have happen, he'll mold back into his old self. He was a very dominant left tackle in his college days.
I got another one here. Mike Miller can't count these cheeseheads out after New Orleans' foot on pedal.
That's true. But
is.
I think so. The last game they played, though, was it Derek Carr that went out in that game? Who did they play last? Was it the Saints?
It was. They played New Orleans.
Yeah, and didn't Derek Carr go out in that game, and then somebody else came in and lost it for him? I don't even know who's on that team anymore. I don't. I don't even know who's on the Saints team anymore. And the Detroit Lions site is not even updating their own score. What's going on? There it goes. 14-3. Detroit just kicked the ball off. Taken down at the 21-yard line by Chase Lucas.
I got it real quick, Will. I got to give a big hand to Lions defense. They're showing up to play. Very impressive so far.
All right, well, what say you for this drive by the Packers? Are we going to get back and get Jordan Love one more time?
Oh, I think we will. I think Aiden's hungry for another one.
I think it's going to be somebody else. I think they're going to let Brian Branch eat here pretty soon. AG made some nice changes last week, just 4 days ago. He made some nice changes during the game, and Brian Branch was able to come up and make some big plays to keep Bijan Robinson from doing anything. And we want to see it again. All right, so the Packers hand off. Let me know when you're there, Andy.
They're actually lining up right now. Let's see. Maybe I'm catching up to you. Hang on.
Pause this.
Hold on. Got the snap to Love. Hands it off. And taken down by Barnes. Maybe a gain of about 3.
All right. Let me know when they're back in the huddle, and then I'm going to press play.
Okay. That'd be great if we could get that synced in.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't think about that about 44 minutes ago.
Back in the huddle, Will. Yeah, 2nd and 7, a gain about 3. Hey, I got that right.
All right, let me know when you see Brett Favre on TV, the name.
I already saw it.
All right, are they at the line now?
They're at the line.
All right.
Love handing off again, and maybe about 4. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 2.
So now you're just a little bit ahead of me.
Uh-oh. Well, then let me try to reverse it. Let me try to pause.
No, you're good. I got it.
Right.
I got it.
Okay.
So right now they're back in the huddle.
Yep.
And they're heading up to the line.
Okay, now I'm behind you a little bit.
All right.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
And now they're at the line.
They're at the line. Yep. 3rd and 3.
Perfect. All right. 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Love gets the
Love takes the snap.
Oh, that should have been an interception.
That should have been picked. Walker was right there.
All right, so the Lions take the Packers 3-and-out again.
Again.
And that definitely should have been an interception. Man.
Yeah. Hutchinson was there. Hutchinson with the pressure. He's looking good so far.
What I'm noticing too is Hutchinson's taking a little bit more of a straight shot to the inside as opposed to that wide angle. Mm-hmm. And it's keeping the edge contained nicely. You know, so far we haven't seen Aaron Jones do anything. We haven't seen Christian Watson do anything. And kind of like what I was saying yesterday, just because they're coming back doesn't mean that they're going to have a good game. It's early. We're barely out of the first quarter. It's early. The difference when you bring in an offensive, tackle like a Taylor Decker is he's bound to have a pretty decent game. You know, he can be 80% and still be a hell of a, big body to move around and still give the defense trouble. When you are a, skilled position player, it's different. It's different coming back from an injury. So we'll see. We'll see where the game goes. But right now, I only see the Lions dialing up more pressure and having more success throughout this game. They've gotten off to a hot start. All right, so Andy, right now I see the back of Goff's jersey.
I see the back of Montgomery's.
All right, so we're pretty close.
Yeah, we're close. There we go. Now they're in the huddle. 1:20 left. 20 seconds left on the play clock. All right.
All right, Lions are up to the line. Goff is under center.
Maybe. Oh, did you catch that? Oh, what a catch by Reynolds.
Beautiful catch. Beautiful catch.
That was a little bit of a scary thing. But... Oh, he brought that in nice.
All right, so I got him back at the line now.
Yeah, so do I. I think we're right. I think we're right in sync now.
All right, we got a handoff with a reverse going to Raymond. Raymond is all the way up to the Detroit Lions 10-yard line.
All right, Raymond. Beautiful.
Nice trickery coming out of Ben Johnson's bag of tricks.
Love it.
So they did the handoff to Gibbs, reverse to Raymond. Raymond does the run around the end, and man, there was nobody out there but Penei Sewell. He had one more guy to beat, man. If he could have got past forward, that was 6. Nice play.
Very nice play.
Raymond is sneaky fast. Watching him in training camp, I never would have thought the guy was as short as he is. He looks a hell of a lot bigger than what he really is, but he's tough, man. The kid is tough as nails. And when you see him up close and personal, man, he's built like a brick house. Dude's definitely packing on some pounds, but it's not slowing him down.
Let me get to some comments. Let me get to a few comments here, Will.
Let's do it.
Christian Rowe confirmed, yep, Carr got hurt. Derek Carr out with AC joint injury. Mike Miller, Packers are in trouble. We came to play. I couldn't agree with you more. And someone here named Jennifer Greka, forgive me if I didn't pronounce your name, but saying live stream on my page, and then she sent a link here. I don't think we can really do anything with that, can we, Will? You still there, buddy?
Yeah, that's got to be taken down.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of stuff's no good, man. Don't even show. Those are most likely scammers, buddy.
Okay, gotcha. All right. And Christian Rose said Gibbs could have taken that one to the house.
Yeah, he probably could have. Probably could have. But that whole side of the defense was moving to the other side, and then they handed it off to Raymond, which left that side of the field wide open. It's good play call. Right timing too. And that's the thing that you notice about Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson is the timing of the plays that they call, the trick plays. They seem to be at a time when nobody expects it. Of course, I've never expected any of them. As long as they keep being successful with it, keep on doing it.
Exactly. Now, Ben Johnson, he can definitely dial up trick plays when he needs to. That was a good trick play right there. Love that one.
We get through all the comments.
Yeah, actually, I just got one more. It was actually Chris Rose saying, I meant if Gibbs and Raymond's roles were reversed, that is.
Oh, for sure. For sure. If Gibbs would have had that ball. Oh, he's not slow. He's not Gibbs fast, but he's not slow.
No, not by any means. That's what I got for comments so far, Will.
All right. Well, I had the Lions winning 31-13. So far, it's shaping up to be that kind of a game. Lions are down at the 9-yard line. Goff is under center, takes a snap, throws it out wide to Sammy the Bull Laporta, who just fought himself for about 3 yards. And he's smiling because he knew he had it.
Yep.
Yeah, he had it. My next T-shirt design is going to be Sam Laporta as a bull.
It fits. I like it.
Man, he had that.
Yeah, he did have that.
So last night, the thing that I tried to explain to everybody what I've noticed about Laporta, and I made the analogy to Kelsey, and that's when he's catching the ball and he's already getting his body upfield during the process of the catch. He secures the catch, but he's already getting himself upfield. And that's what you see on every reception by Laporta. I also said last night that they need to wear the right cleats, and what we've seen so far is a lot of slippage on this field. If the Lions aren't in their 3/4 cleats tonight, I would be really surprised. But I've seen Reynolds on the ground at least twice already.
Yeah, especially that first reception he made where he fell down. He probably could have gotten a lot more out of that.
Oh, 100%. All right, here we go.
Goff
3rd and goal to go.
Yep.
Oh, boy. Was there a flag on that?
That's not good.
That might be intentional grounding by Goff. We'll see. But it's better than, taking the sack, I guess. Oh, we got holding on the Lions. You know what? I hope they take it and give us another shot.
Yeah. Just make up for it by getting a 6.
Yeah. Now we just go right to the end zone. Glasgow obviously doesn't look real happy about it. He must not have been holding, and they're not giving us any replays here to take a look at it. So,
of course not. Oh, they are going to show it. There's 60 right there.
Who's he holding?
He's not holding anybody.
He wasn't even on anyone.
See, this is where we start to think, the refs, they always seem to favor the Packers a little bit. I don't want to go that route, but that was like a phantom call.
It was. He was between two defenders, and he was on the side of the one, so that you can't hold him.
Empty set for Goff. Let it go. Oh no. Okay, that was Marvin Jones Jr., the famous disappearing act of the season so far. Wow.
Well,
take the
Lions
3.
The Lions can still take the points here. I'm hoping that Dan Campbell makes that call. Take the points. You're already up. Stack your lead. Move on to the next one.
Yeah,
Lions are able to.
They got the field goal unit out there now.
How many seconds do you got left on the play clock there?
25.
All right. So you're just a little ahead of me. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Lions are up 17-3 early in this game. Just now starting the second quarter here. This is a long game. And looks like there's going to be a lot of points scored. At least
Yeah,
by
I
the
mean,
Lions.
Yeah, well, you keep this defense keeps holding the way they do. Green Bay is not going to get very far, so this defense needs to keep it up.
You know, these Packer fans, they were awfully excited about Jordan Love. He was supposed to be the second coming of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers and Bart Starr and everybody else. I don't see it. I'm not impressed yet.
I'd like to share a little bit of a similarity here, and you're not going to be surprised when I say this. Packer fans and Cowboy fans have one thing in common. Whatever player wears that uniform is just automatically the next best thing. That's just what I see. So I agree with you, Will. Jordan Love, I'm not going to say he can't be good, but to already say he's going to be like Aaron Rodgers or whatnot, that's no way.
All right, you got the kickoff right now?
Yep, they're running it back.
All right. Packers
Down at the 21-yard line. And a flag on the play.
Your dog attacking something on the ground there?
Yes, they are. I apologize. I didn't even realize they were up here. They're playing with each other.
So it looks like we got holding on the Packers on the kick return. And that should back them up. Nice makeup call, right? Nice makeup call for the mystery holding call on Glasgow.
That was such a phantom call. You got to be kidding me. You know what? That's just ridiculous.
All right, so the Packers are coming out 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. Jordan Love under center. I can't tell if that's Dillon or Jones in the backfield. Got two out. Fakes the handoff.
Interception!
Interception by Jerry Jacobs.
All right, Jacobs.
And he's going to return the ball all the way to the 6-yard line. Yeah! All right.
Sweet music. Sweet music.
This is a dominating performance. It doesn't even seem like it's real. Is this a game?
I'm good with it, Will. This is a game. This is a statement. Hey, the Lions, they want the NFC North, buddy.
Wow.
Wow is right. Tipped and Jacobs, great timing. Right place, right. Anzalone with the tip. Jacobs right there to grab it and scoop it up.
Look at Walker just lay him out. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag for unnecessary roughness because we've gotten one in every game.
I was waiting for it.
All right, Lions, we got to punch. We got to punch it in here. Come on, Monty. Goff under center, hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery off the right side. And Monty gets up to about the 2-yard line. Good hard run by Monty. It's going to be 2nd and goal to go from the 2-yard line. Lions are hurrying up to the offensive line here.
Yep.
They're trying not to let the Packers get set. Goff under center.
Monty in the back.
Montgomery's in the back. We've got Amon-Ra on the left side.
Right there.
Hand off to Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit Lions.
Touchdown, Lions. Wow. You look at the Packer fans' faces, man. They're in absolute disbelief right now.
100%. All right, Andy, what do we got in the chat?
Chat, we got we had quite a bit come in right now. Hang on. Mike Miller, I'll put this up there a little bit late. Where was the hold? That's funny you say that. Me and Will were just trying to figure that out ourselves. I saw no hold. Glasgow was just between two other people. I don't see that one. Got Christian Rowe. Love that Dan is finally learning to take your three. Yeah, you know what, Christian? I got to agree with you on that one. You know, the occasional being aggressive, going for it on 4th down, that's all fine and dandy, but I'm glad to see that he's, you know, wising up and not trying to take chances all the time, especially when we were up 17-3 at that point anyway. What do we got? Christian Rowe. Jerry heard me hating on him. Well, if you keep talking down about Jacobs, maybe that's what it takes.
You know, like I said yesterday, Jacobs is a liability. Tonight, he's starting to make up for it. But let's call it what it is. This is a tipped ball interception. It wasn't a play made by Jacobs. He happened to be in the right place at the right time. I still want to see him, get in there and make some pass breakups that he hasn't been able to do yet this season. He's let a lot of balls get completed his way. Over 93% rating by the quarterbacks. Was it a 93% or 81% completion rate or something like that? Mm-hmm. We talked about it last night. So a nice pickup by Jacobs. So Andy, here's what we're gonna do so we don't talk over each other. The next offensive drive for the Lions, for the Packers, why don't you run that one and the next one, and then I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You take the next. You take the next two, and then I'll take the two after that.
Yeah. So you're saying I'll take first and second down. You'll take third and fourth down, basically, or so on and so forth. Yeah.
You take the whole series. I want you to take the whole. Yeah, take the whole series for the Packers, the whole series for the Lions, and then I'll rotate. That way, we won't talk over each other, and I think it'll be better content for everybody out there listening to.
Okay.
Sound like a good plan?
I'm good with that, Will. Let me get a few more comments in here.
We forgot the touchdown too.
We did.
Whoops. See, we're gonna learn, man. That's
okay. Learn. We'll score another one at some point. Let me get Mike Miller. I think Packer fans are already leaving.
What's crazy is there was tickets available to this game tonight for $63 about 7 hours before game time. Then I saw some for $83, like row 30 in the corner there. So great seats are available. All right, so this is you, Andy, as the Packers take the field.
Yeah, we got a touchback, bringing it to the 25. We got the NFC North standings right now. Packers, Lions tied for first. Well, if this game is going to be going any way that it is right now, by the end of it, Lions will own the NFC North, and that would be amazing news. It's been, since 2017, I think I read today, last time we owned the North. For any given amount of time, we're overdue.
Yeah, we definitely haven't done anything as far as owning the North in 20 plus years.
All right, Love at the line, handoff. Is that Jones? He's good for about 5 yards to the 30-yard line. Should be 2nd and 5. Good little run, but the Lions, they keep continuing with that rush defense that we've talked about so far this season. Their rush defense has just been amazing. No one has been able to run the ball against them. So good to see that coming.
So the Lions have not won a divisional title since 1993.
Way too long.
It's been a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right, Love to the line.
Ooh.
You saw something I didn't, apparently.
I must be ahead of you.
Yeah, you are. Again. Oh, yeah, that was okay. Jones took a wallop on that one. Oh, what a hit by Cam Sutton. Great tackle.
Again, on that play, I'm surprised 2 flags didn't come out. 1, the hit on Love as Love dished it, and 2, the low hit on Jones, which is a questionable call, but I would never call it. That's just where you got to take a big running back down.
And Sutton did it.
Nice play. But, here's what you're seeing. Who was the man in the back? Who was the man in the back right there as Love was getting rid of the ball? Brian Branch. Again.
Yep. All right, Love's to take the snap. Snap thrown off to the right. Oh, broken up by Branch.
The man of the year.
Man, Branch is going to be rookie of the year this year. I have every confidence in that. It's just unbelievable player.
So I don't know if anybody caught this, but I thought he had a green dot on his helmet, and I thought it was just a new style for the NFL this year. That's actually a green mouth guard.
Yes.
And he does not wear his mouth guard. He said that he'll only strap it up when they're gonna heavily run, have a heavy run game against their opponent, and he's got to protect his teeth. Otherwise, he says it restricts him from breathing. And he doesn't like to wear it.
Oh, Raymond. Green Bay punted. Raymond returned it for back to at 30-yard line. Decent field, not bad field position to take this drive.
Nice spin move by Raymond on that after the catch. made something out of nothing, picking up about 14 yards.
Well, we're at a commercial break, so I'd like to get some comments in here again. Jason Antis, this is our year. God, I hope so. Every Lions fan hopes so. But I'm thinking right now it's looking good, but I think we just take one game at a time. I don't want to get too carried away and say that. Christian Rowe, in his defense, he did have a PBU Packers first drive. Jacobs.
Yes, he did. He did this game. Yes, he did. I got one thing to say. 24-3. We're not even through the second quarter.
Right.
We're only what? 10. We got 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Where are we at in that?
Let me see. We are at, hold on. 11:38.
This game is dragging on right now, and the Lions are just stacking these points.
I know.
If they can play this way the rest of the game, I had a text that just came in from my buddy Brian that said, "Are the Lions going to put up 70? Are we going to put up 71 tonight? Maybe on the Green Bay Pack? I would love it. I would love it if we put up 71 points tonight. That would just be incredible."
And Mike Miller, Branch is so good. Steal of the draft, no discussion. I got to agree with him on that one. He's just turned into such a phenomenal nickel corner. Will, you and I talked about it, how much promise we saw this kid right from the start in preseason, the way he leveled. We always go back to that big level hit he put on Beasley. He's going to wind up being a star in this league. It's just the way he's just all over the place, the way he reads that offense. Disrupts, make those big plays. He's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You know what the most important factor about us getting Branch is? The Green Bay Packers gave us that pick. We traded with Green Bay to take Branch. So thank you, Green Bay, because you really screwed up and just gave us a lockdown defensive back for at least the next 4 seasons.
Hey, joke's on them.
And Green Bay is the type of team that they like to take, the better defensive backs. They used to be known for having, more of a lockdown defensive backfield. Well, it looks like the tide's going to turn here in Detroit. All right, Lions are back in.
At the line, Monty's takes, fake handoff, Goff, complete to Amon-Ra for the first down. All right.
A little slippage on that play, too.
Yeah, there was.
Looks like they've got some short cleats on tonight.
I just saw that. After you brought up the length of the cleats, I just noticed they don't look like they're 3/4. In Brad Holmes, we trust. There's the man.
I'm surprised he's wearing a brown suit tonight, but it looks good, man. Brown looks good on you, Brad Holmes.
At the line.
Surprised he's not wearing that blue suit that he had on.
Go, Monty. All right, Monty for about 7. It should be flag down on the play, though.
All right,
that
so
was a
Monty
decent run by Monty.
Monty looks like he's finally starting to get his feet underneath him. It looks like this flag could be against the Lions. Probably another mythical flag. Phantom flag, right? Yep, holding on Jonah Jackson. So even away from the play.
Yeah.
Because Monty was through the hole well before that. But anyway, Monty looks like he's starting to get his feet underneath him a little bit. And maybe as the game goes on and he takes a few hits and he gets up, he's going to start, putting the screws to the Packers. And the Lions are going to start chewing some of this clock. So first and 20.
For about 3.
Yeah, first and 20. Monty takes the handoff up the middle for about 2.5 yards, 3 yards.
Yeah. So that'd be about 2nd and 17. 2nd and 18, sorry. Gibbs is in. I want to see Gibbs do something. All right, Goff takes the snap. Just
looks like
yeah,
Goff took a little bit of pressure up the middle there, took a hit, he stayed in,
he did.
delivered, but nobody home.
Nope. That was a real low throw anyway, too. I don't think there's not really much you could do with that. He did take a big hit there. All right, 3rd and 18. Be a big 7+ yards. They're 0 for 2.
Well, since the
season,
first series, this is the first time the Lions have been backed up.
They're going to go call for offsides.
And it looks like the Lions. Oh, I thought maybe they were calling the timeout.
False start on Taylor Decker. Hey, those Packer fans, they were high-fiving each other. That false start's about the only joy they've had so far. All right, 3rd and 23.
Well,
3rd and 20, empty set for Goff. To Gibbs, but couldn't do nothing with it. No, way far away from the first down.
All right, we've seen that play quite a bit this season, and look, that's a wonderful play on first down. That is not a play that you run on 3rd down and long. No. If you're just trying to get the ball up a few yards, you're better off running it, in my opinion. Oh no!
What?
I just looked over at my other screen.
You know what? He's about to punt it. I already have a feeling of what happened. Hang on, don't tell me.
No, I won't, because I don't even know what happened yet.
Oh, he touched that ball.
Yeah, ball's loose. Lions are all over it. It looks like the Packers were able to recover it. But, that just went from a decent punt to a heck of a punt.
Yeah.
Jaden Reed with the big blunder on the punt return. But it looks like right there. It looks like right there, 43 for the Green Bay Packers was able to secure the ball.
He should have just let that bounce.
All right, here we go. Nice tackle by Chase Lucas, man. I'm glad to see Chase Lucas getting some playing time. And I think he was trying to let it bounce, but it bounced back up to him. That's the risk you take. All right, so the Packers are up to the line. It is 1st and 10 at the 8. Jordan Love is under center. Looks like Aaron Jones is in the backfield. Love takes a snap. He drops back. He's back in the end zone. He's getting rushed. Hayden Hutchinson. Hayden Hutchinson has him in the end zone. Oh, Love gets the ball off. It's completed back to the line of scrimmage. Wow. That was a half a second away from a safety.
You know something sad, Will. Hutchinson should have called offensive holding on Hutch. Hutch was getting held up on that before he finally broke loose.
Yeah, it's been every game. Every game.
I know.
But you know what? They're going to call it on Jonah Jackson away from the play, but they won't call it when it's right in front of him in the end zone.
Yeah, I don't get that one. That should have been – anyway, it's over with. But
all right, 2nd and 9. Love takes a snap, back in shotgun, completes the pass off to the zone, and he's rushed out of bounds by Jerry Jacobs. Is that Romeo Doubs? If we're going to do play-by-play, I'm really going to have to get good at calling out these guys' numbers. 87, Romeo Doubs. That might have been the cleanest pass by Love the whole night.
It really was. I'm actually somewhat happy for the kid.
let's make sure it's his last. We need to get up in here on this 3rd and 4.
Oh, that's
Did 63 bait him?
maybe. It's offsides.
Oh, come on. I got to see this replay again. It clearly looked like 63 moved a little bit. Andy, your dogs. All right, Jordan Love under center. It's 1st and 10 after the penalty. Love takes a snap, hands it off. Oh, Lee McNeil in the backfield, dropping him for a loss of about 4 yards. Man, did they blow that one up. Nice play. Should probably be about 2nd and 13 when the Packers head up to the line.
That was a gorgeous play.
Man, McNeil and Barnes have been working together quite well this season so far. The Lions are starting to figure it out. You know, we said it in the Falcons game that something clicked. Well, it still clicked. All right, Jordan Love about to take the ball, drops back. Lions rush. Oh, and Lee McNeil drops him for a sack. Wow. 2 for 2
Yes.
for Lee McNeil. Jordan Love just doesn't look like he's an NFL quarterback right now.
No, he looks like he's playing scared. He looks nervous in the pocket.
He's shook. Well, look at these stunts by the Detroit Lions. Hutchinson's moving all over the place. You know, he wasn't even trying to rush the quarterback. He was just trying to play cleanup duty there, letting Lee McNeil and Barnes work. All right, so 3rd and 21. Love is in shotgun. 3 wides. Drop back. Love passes. Complete. Romeo Doubs for about 16 yards. It's going to be a long 4th down. Packers are going to have to punt it away.
Let me just get a few comments in here, Will, real quick. Mike Miller, anyone talks trash about Holmes needs fan card revoked. 100% agree.
Hey, that's
Mike
a good
Miller's,
idea. We need to make some fan cards.
Hold on a minute. Fair catch. Okay.
All right, Lions receive the punt. Raymond takes the fair catch at the 24-yard line. When the Lions come back after the commercial break, they'll be taking another offensive series, hopefully resulting in another touchdown. Yeah, you can tell by that picture right there of Amon-Ra. They have the short cleats on tonight. Shorter cleats on.
Mike Miller, still too many penalties. Clean it up, Dan. Mike Miller,
so Mike
City.
Yeah. So Mike Miller on that previous statement there. Yeah, there's been a few penalties, but my question is this: do you really think that the Lions earned every single one of those penalties, or is there a little bit of Green Bay home cooking going on right now? Look, we hate to blame the refs. We hate to get the refs involved, but it's been a commonality in every single game so far this season that the Lions are ending up with some of these calls that we just don't understand as fans, because when you watch the replays, they don't exist. So, look, the Lions deserve to dominate. Let them dominate. Don't help the Packers because the Lions are coming in and kicking your butt. You know what I mean? And it seems like, and this is just me being the fan. This isn't me being the, Friday and Sunday guy, right? Before and after the game. Me being the fan is thinking the Lions shouldn't come in and whip all over the Packers in Lambeau, because that would be bad for business. That would be bad for football. Well, you know what? It could be good for football too. Have you seen this Detroit Lions fan base? Have you seen it grow consistently for the last 3 seasons to the point where it's now made it, internationally, where the Detroit Lions are one of the most well-loved teams across the pond? So look, it's good for business. It's good for the NFL. And the Lions, they deserve it. If they're going to put the work in, they deserve everything they're going to get out of it. I don't want to see this ticky-tack stuff unless they're going to call it both ways. Let the boys play. All right, that's it for my rant.
Very good, Will. And AG respect, not going to lie, had my doubts. Keep them playing like this. Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. This is a night and day performance from last week to this week versus, say, the Seattle game, for instance. I hate to keep bringing that up. And Mike, or Jason Antis. I got to go, guys. Need a boatload of NyQuil.
All right, Jason. Thanks for dropping in. You see that picture on the TV there with Jared Goff and Dan Campbell? Oh, my goodness. That was hilarious.
Oh, I missed it.
All right. We got Goff under center at the 24-yard line. Hands it off to Monty up the right side. And he was face masked. No flag came in.
Of course not.
And he gets it up for about 4 yards. Should be 2nd and 6, roughly. But, yeah, there you go. Face mask not called.
I hate it.
So just now getting down to about 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Lions are coming up to the line. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Lions are up 24-3. Trips to the right. Raymond in motion. Goff sets back. Pass completed to Laporta up over the middle. Laporta just short, about 1 yard shy of the first down. Lions will be 3rd and 1 when they head up to the line.
You know what I love about Laporta, Will? Just he's a big body. He's got great hands. And you notice he gets 2-3 guys on him. He just keeps moving those legs. And these guys have a hard time bringing him down. It's unreal.
Yeah, he's a big man. Goff up underneath the center. Montgomery in the back. Right in motion. Montgomery takes a handoff off the left to the first down and another 6 yards. And I didn't really like that hit there at the end by that Green Bay Packer coming in to take a late shot on Montgomery's head. But again, no flag. No flag, and there should be. Shots to the head are not legal in the NFL. Look at that. Try to take his head right off. Should be ashamed of yourself. And Brown got right in his face. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah,
all right.
That's...
1st and 10, Lions from the 41. Goff drops back. Oh, ball's tipped in the air. Almost another potential interception. Ball batted down at the line. All right, Goff. Come on, buddy, man. You got to reset yourself there. Goff seems to have... Yeah, he kind of seems to have too many balls batted down at the line, and I don't get it because, I mean, what is he, 6'6"? He's a pretty tall guy. He shouldn't be having balls batted down at the line. All right, 2nd and 10. Lions from the 41-yard line. Let's try this again. Shotgun set, ball snapped. Ball delivered over the middle. Oh, no, Laporta drops an easy one for a first down. First drop I've seen from Laporta all season.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to get those, man. That's a critical catch right there, Laporta.
Oof.
Nice tight ball, too. Goff takes a shot.
Ooh, yeah, that's a catchable ball.
You know, that could have went for another 10 or 15.
Absolutely.
All right, lines up to the line, 3rd and 10 from the 40-yard line. We had trips to the right, Brown in motion to the left. Goff sets, takes a snap. Ball delivered to the Brown over the middle for a first down and more. Brown's feet are still moving. Brown goes down. He's taking the first down and taking a seat. Nice smart play. So, you know, that's what you see out of Amon-Ra. I mean, he's smart enough to know, look, I got the first down. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to get on the ground, and we'll live to play another down. Nice job.
Another reception and run by Amon-Ra. He's just such a great weapon.
So it's going to be first down. Lions are at what looks to be the 46-yard line. We got empty set, 5 wides. Goff back. Goff's getting chased out of the pocket. Goff throws, delivers the ball to Laporta. First down, huge. Detroit Lions.
Huge.
Now, that's the type of catch that we expect from Laporta. But, you know, when you watch Laporta working over the middle, he works back to the inside, and then he goes back outside, and he gets free, creating that separation, giving Goff just enough time to allow him to deliver the ball right there. No push off, starts working back to the outside. Nice job. Nice delivery by Goff to keep his feet moving. Just clean play by Laporta. Heads up play.
Absolutely.
Making Quay Walker look silly. All right. First and 10. Lions are at the 35-yard line. Goff is up underneath center. Montgomery's in. Oh, looks like Gibbs is in the backfield. Might have a
2-minute
time
warning.
2-minute warning. All right. Well, it looks like the Lions can chew the rest of this clock and get down and go up 31-3 is my hope by the end of the second quarter.
Get some comments in here, Will. Myers Farm, awesome defense. That's an awesome statement. They are playing, again, I've said it a few times, they're playing completely lights out tonight. Unbelievable defense by Detroit. Myers Farm, run up the score and get Gibbs in the end zone. Yes, please. I think we're all dying to see Gibbs get his breakout touchdown finally. I'd love to see it. Mike Miller, we're different with Monty in the game. Open Brad's call sheet. 100%. 100%. Not saying they're bad about him, but I definitely see I see Will laughing.
Oh, dude, I just saw this post come across to the group, and they said that Love is going to need a restraining order against the Detroit Lions after this game.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great.
So
Love,
Mike Miller,
I mean, is it just me or does Goff or does Love he doesn't look like an NFL quarterback?
No, he looks like he could use another couple years in college if it was possible.
All right, I apologize. Keep rolling through these comments, man.
You're good. You're good, buddy. Hey, we got to have some banter and some fun in here while we're doing this. So,
all right.
Mike Miller, can we have offensive and defensive rookies of the year for Laporta and Branch? I'd love to. As of right now, in my eyes, they'd get them. They're unreal.
Well, Laporta is definitely leading all tight ends in just about every category, but touchdowns. And the way he's playing, man, he could end up being the top tight end this season.
Don't say that. You might make Taylor Swift angry.
Hey, Kelsey's got plenty of rings, man. I mean, you're not going to put Kelsey to shame anytime soon.
No, not at all. So we're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Will, what do you think? You think the Lions just chew the clock, or do you see them just trying to put a dagger in them and score one more time?
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, you want to kill the clock, right? You want to take the points. I mean, they're really not in field goal range yet, but I think their goal is going to be to come in and ground pound, try to chew the clock and get a score, whether that's 3 or 6. I think that's the plan. They're going to try to chew the clock first, take the points. All right, Lions back to the line. It is 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Goff up underneath center. Montgomery in the back takes the handoff up the middle. Nice hole.
Really
First
nice
down. 12-yard run by Monty. Man, Monty's having a day now. See, it just took him a minute to get his legs moving. So 1:45 left on the clock. Lions moving the ball. First and 10 when they come back to the line.
Really.
So this is where I would like to see the Lions use more play action, but it doesn't make sense when you're going into the end of a half, right? I'm going to expect that they're going to keep the ball on the ground here. Try to get this clock underneath 30 seconds before they take some shots. Hand off to Gibbs off the right side for about 4.5, 5 yards. So it should be about 2nd and 6 when the Lions come back to the line from about the 22-yard line. 59 seconds left in the half. Real
quick, did you see the look on Matt LaFleur's face?
Yeah, he's not having a good day at the office.
No.
So 2nd and 7, 47 seconds left. Gibbs in motion to the left. Handoff to Montgomery. And that's shut down right away at the 20-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 when the Lions take the ball here. With about 40 seconds left. Looks like a timeout might have been called here. Lions defense, man. Where are we at right now? Andy, are you starting to pull up the defensive stats and everything to talk about at halftime?
Yep, I am right now, buddy. Oops.
So tonight after the game, we might stick around for a little bit. Won't be an hour, that's for sure. Might stick around just for a little bit to just kind of chat about what we've seen tonight and how the game progressed into a nice victory for these Detroit Lions, which is what it's shaping up to be. All right. Lions are up to the line. It is 3rd and 6, 41 seconds left. Goff takes the snap, drops back, and again, we've got a player on the ground. Gibbs loses his feet. Pass incomplete. Lions are going to take the 3, or at least attempt a field goal here to end the half. Well, they better start changing their cleats when they get back in. I'll tell you what.
They need to.
Too many times. And I called it last night. Green Bay, they play games. They will wet the field and then tell their players to go put on longer cleats. All right, Riley Patterson up to attempt the field goal. He drills it. Lions go up 27-3. So no matter what happens right now, my score cannot happen because they can't score 31 unless they get 2 safeties. Well, so I guess they could.
But realistically, yeah, that's both of us because, I said 31 points, so we both lost that one, Will.
Hey, but we're still winning the long game, which is at least calling a victory here.
Exactly.
Well, this has been a hell of a first half. The Lions have come out in dominating fashion. They started out slow, and then they dominated right away with the defense on the first offensive series for the Packers, showing the Packers that we're here, we're for real, and we own Lambeau right now. So the Lions need to come out and play hot. Look, you can't ever count out the Packers. This is a different team. There is no Aaron Rodgers. So the benefits on the side of the Detroit Lions to be able to come in the second half and do the same thing. I just expect more of a ground game in the second half. As long as the ground game is working, they're going to want to chew this clock and go home. Lions come out, kick the ball off. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25. Jordan Love does come back out. I am surprised. I'm surprised that they let him come back onto the field. But he's out there, and he's going to give it the old college try.
I mean, what do you got to lose at this point?
I'm surprised he hasn't been benched. So Packers are coming out. You've got Watson spread out to the right. Reed is inside of him. They're going 4 wide. Aaron Jones is in the backfield. And Love is in shotgun, takes a snap. Lions get a nice push, and Brian Branch makes the tackle on the tight end there for the Packers. Packers are hurrying up to the line. There's 22 seconds left. 2nd and 5. Lions get another good push. And Love goes down again, and that should be intentional grounding. Did he ever get outside the box? They're not going to call it. Maybe he got outside the box. Let's see. And the box is there. Yep, he just gets outside. But there we go. Kaminsky, man. Lions are all over him. Everyone's eating tonight.
Man, what a great defensive showing tonight.
Aiden doesn't even look tired.
He looks like he's just getting started.
They're in a unique setup here on the defense. I'm loving it. So Goff takes a snap, delivers a long ball out to the tight end on the left side there, DeGuara, for about 12 yards. Be 1st and 10 with about 7 seconds left. The Packers aren't going to be able to do anything here. Even if they take a shot, it's not going anywhere. One thing I want to say, a couple of plays ago, when they completed the ball to DeGuara off the right side, Brian Branch took him down right where he caught the ball. And that's something that we spoke about last night and today, that Brian Branch's average reception or completion is about 5. I think it was about 5.2 yards or 4.5, somewhere in there. I'd have to go back and look at my notes. Brian Branch has been doing an excellent job at keeping the receivers and the tight ends underneath him and dropping them where they catch the ball. And that's something that you don't see out of young DBs in this league. It is a very difficult position to play. And when you're coming up and being trusted as a rookie to come up and not only defend in the box against the run, but also all of the passes that are coming into the flat zones and anything across the middle, he's doing a wonderful job at keeping everything in front to the point where they're not able to extend the play. They're not able to pick up those extra few yards. So here we go. 1st and 10. 7 seconds, about maybe 2 plays left here in the half for the Packers. Got 4 wide. Lofted takes the snap, throws it, and a flag comes in on Jerry Jacobs at the end there on Dobbs. I didn't see pass interference on that. I need a better angle. I don't know if it happened to you, Andy, but it seemed like Amazon was a little slow to react. And it kind of cut right to the pass. Handsy. He wasn't even on him. A little handsy, but he wasn't even on him. That was pretty clean.
That's ticky-tack.
It's ticky-tack when you're getting your butts kicked, and nothing's going to happen here at the end.
Well, like they say, let's try to do everything we can to help Green Bay out.
All right, 1st and 10. This should be the last play for Green Bay. Lions are in a 3-man front. They release everybody. They're fire rushing, and Love goes down again. Anzalone, Hutchinson, Harris, everybody is in on the sack. Hutchinson's fired up. All right, wonderful first half for the Detroit Lions. Phenomenal job. I don't think we could have expected a better performance than this. Are you guys fired up yet about the Detroit Lions? You have to be. After watching a performance like that in this first half, you have to be. You have to start believing that it's real. And it's here and it's now. And the Lions have the best opportunity they've had in 20-plus seasons to go in and win the North and end up with some home field advantage here for a first round playoff or even a first round bye if they can continue to stack up the wins. All right, you want to get into the chat and then we'll head into some stats and
we got quite a few I'd like to get into right now. We got Mike Miller. Let me put this up on the stream. Got us improvement on Dan's time clock management.
Big improvement.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they set out in that last offensive drive with about 5 minutes and 12 seconds and did everything they could to not give them any time. But they left them with about a minute, and they couldn't do anything with it. And that's what I was hoping that they would have done against the Seattle team, was exactly that. And it worked.
All right, Myers Farm. Has Gibson been in? I don't think Gibson's in, is he?
Who?
Gibson.
Who's Gibson?
I can't remember his first name. He's on. There is. Or are we thinking? Oh wait, do we mean Gilmore?
We're talking Lions or Packers?
Myers Farm's saying Gibson been in. I'm assuming they're talking Lions.
Yeah, we don't have anybody by the name of Gibson that I know of on the Detroit Lions team.
I thought we did in the preseason. I thought he made the cut. Maybe not.
No, we had a Stephon Gilmore.
Maybe that's what Myers Farm is talking about. Maybe that's who they're talking about.
So Stephon or Steven, I keep on saying Stephon's his brother. So Stephen Gilmore, I'm most positive that he's in the game tonight. I don't know if he's actually made the field yet. But you would have had, Kirby Joseph and Emmanuel Mosley out. So that would have been Sutton, Harris, Melifonwu, Walker, Joseph Brandon, if he made it the trip, Jerry Jacobs, Stephen Gilmore, Chase Lucas, and Brian Branch. So that's 9 DBs that the Lions had available for tonight's game. I doubt they brought them all. And Stephen Gilmore would definitely be the last man in, I think, at this point.
Mike Miller, sorry, Michigan fan, love seeing Gary do well. Well, Mike, let me tell you right now. First of all, yes, go blue. Also a Michigan fan here. And
I think something. I think something's happening with the stream.
Yeah,
something about kick out Michigan fans.
Oh, you know what? Well,
I apologize.
We're not
I'm just kidding.
We're not going to go there, Sparty. There you go. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Michigan fan. Love seeing Gary do well. Well, before I was rudely interrupted by my Sparty compatriot here, whatever, Will. I agree. I keep my eye on our other Michigan players from teams. And I agree. Gary was a fine player at Michigan, and I'm actually happy to see him doing very well also. Christian
wasn't Bakhtiari from Michigan too, or no?
I'd have to look at that one, actually. I can't remember. I mean, there's been so many awesome players from Michigan. It's hard to keep up, Will.
I don't know about all that, but anyway.
Christian Rowe, Toy Story Fun Day Football. Yeah, say that one, yeah. Myers Farm, can't wait to see what social media will complain about after the first half. Well, if you're a Packers fan, I'm sure they've already got a long list of things they're complaining about.
Oh, you already know that there's a certain collective of Goff fans that want Goff fired right now. Even though they're up 27-3, they want Goff fired because he threw another interception.
Exactly.
But you know, I need to see these stats right now for this box score so I can see what's going on here.
Well, let's move over to some stats real quick, Will. We'll get back to the chat here.
Oh, no. You can finish the chat. I just wanted to get the stats pulled up for me, too, so that I could actually see it.
Okay. Myers Farm. You'll love this one, Will. Finally hearing Kaminsky's name called. I agree. He's such a disruptor. We haven't heard much from him, but he's making stuff happen tonight. I know, Will, Kaminsky's one of your favorites. I'm sure you have to be happy with his play so far.
Yeah, no, I love Kaminsky. And, like we watched in the preseason, he was all over the place disrupting and making plays. Matter of fact, he was partially responsible for Branch's big hit on Beasley. And I've always said that Kaminsky is probably one of the smartest defensive linemen in the game. And he always seems to do the little things like jam a receiver when he has an opportunity. You don't see that out of defensive linemen, but you will out of Kaminsky. And it makes a big difference between being able to complete a screen pass or allowing somebody to get free, up in the flats versus, Kaminsky also being able to get back and make a, nice tackle for a loss. So he does it, man. He does it smartly too.
Okay, Mike Miller, want to see Campbell start making an impact. I know Barnes is playing lights out. Get Campbell involved. I can agree with that. I thought he had a pretty good game last week. Not going to say he's playing terrible, but I agree. I mean, a good draft pick, and I think he should be a lot more involved in the defense. What do you think, Will?
I missed the question. What was the question?
Want to see Campbell start making an impact. No Barnes is playing lights out, but get Campbell involved.
So that's one thing that I haven't even paid attention to tonight. Is Campbell lined up in the Sam, or is he back at the middle linebacker? And I'm going to have to pay more attention to that in the second half. I've been so keyed in on this defensive front line and what the DBs have been doing. And quite honestly, I can't keep my eyes off of Love because he's constantly getting thrown to the ground. So it's going to depend on where he's lined up. If he's lined up at the Sam linebacker, then I would expect that they would free him up for more blitz options. But Campbell, he's been solid. He's one of the better run defenders that we have in this defense. And his lateral ability really allows him to get sideline to sideline in pass coverage, and we've seen it tonight. He did get back on a couple of those sacks and had his helmet in on the play, but we'll see where he ends up in the stat line here.
And I'll just do a couple more. Myers Farm, yep, they corrected it. Yes, it was Gilmore they were referring to, not Gibson. Christian Rowe confirmed it. Gilmore's sideline hasn't gone in yet. And Myers Farm responded with, okay, hope we get enough points to see him play.
I'd love to see him play. I really would.
Too.
I mean, look, Jacobs is having a decent game. He's gotten a couple of ticky-tacky things going on, but I would love to see Gilmore get in and make some plays here in the in the fourth quarter and show us what he has, and rest some of these players so that we can get to the next game healthy. Not saying that I would want Gilmore to get hurt or anything, but I'd rather see our starters get out of this game as much as possible at the end. I mean, if we've got a big lead like this, I want to see him get out. Get the rookies in, get the second and third stringers in that you got with you today, and go home healthy. Andy, I can't hear you, buddy.
Sorry, muted. Christian Rose said, tougher Jack because Barnes and Anzalone have played very well this season so far. Campbell will get his eventually.
Is it just me, or is ESPN like terrible today?
In terms of what?
I'm not finding the most current. Here we go. It kept throwing me back into last season's game. Like, I'm not trying to look at Jamal Williams. All right, so let's get into some of the box score here and talk about the stats of the first half. Goff got off to a shaky start, right? I mean, the third play of the first series, he throws an interception. Something we definitely didn't expect to have happen. But since then, he's played a pretty clean game. He's gone 12 of 20 for 163 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception, no sacks. Now, he has gotten some pressure tonight, and I don't have the pressure stats. That would be in Andy, you would have those on the pro football side. But as of right now, Goff is completing only 60% of his passes, which is not great. But that doesn't mean that he can't have a better second half. Throwing about 8.2 yards a pass right now with an 81.9 rating. So he's not having his greatest game, but at the same time, he's only thrown 20 passes. So whatever they're doing, it's working. They haven't had to spend a whole lot of time, dropping back and passing because Montgomery decided to come alive a little bit. He's already, carried the rock 15 times for 53 yards. But he's only averaging 3.5. And then that's because he got out to a real slow start and kind of got shut down in that first series and the second series. But David Montgomery's got 2 TDs on the day. He's proven exactly why the Lions brought him in. A little shaky with Monty in the beginning. He almost lost one of the balls for, one of his carries for a fumble. And that's what makes me nervous about him. Is he going to have fumbles at the wrong time? And those self-inflicted wounds that rear their ugly head that I do worry about with Montgomery. We've seen it already this season. And they've got to drill it into him. Excuse me. Over the next 10 days, they need to do some ball carrying drills with him or something, man. Because it's popping up too much. Khalif Raymond got the longest run of the game. One carry for 40 yards. I mean, just an incredible play call by Ben Johnson to dial something up like that. And, I don't know who said it earlier, if it was Mike Miller or whomever. The roles could have been reversed, right? I mean, Gibbs could have been the guy taking the reverse. Why did they do it with Raymond? Maybe we'll see it the other way around in the second half. But I think you guys are right. Gibbs could have taken that one to the house. It was a matter of, just a little bit more speed burst. And they only had one man to beat. Gibbs is having a light day. 3 carries for 17 yards. But he's averaging 5.7 a clip. And, that's where we want to see Montgomery is we want to see Montgomery getting about 5 yards a clip. And we're just not seeing it yet. Goff, the human giraffe, he's got 1 carry for 11 yards. I don't like seeing Goff run. I actually really dislike it. I mean, I'm glad that the guy gets out and can scramble with his legs, but he's not someone I want running the ball. Offensive player of the game so far for the Lions is Sam Laporta. Again, he's having an incredible showing tonight. 4 receptions for 56 yards already in the first half. Still no TD tonight. That's probably going to happen in the second half. It's got to happen. Josh Reynolds, 2 for 49. He's been a little shaky tonight. He's lost his step on quite a few opportunities. He's lost yards. He's missed some catches because of it. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's got 3 receptions for 48 yards, averaging 16 a clip. Josh Reynolds is averaging 24.5 a clip, and Sam Laporta is averaging 14 yards a catch. All 3 of those guys targeted evenly at 5 apiece. What does that tell you about Sam Laporta? He has earned Goff's trust. He's becoming the number 1 target after Amon-Ra. Marvin Jones is blanked. He's only been targeted once tonight. Khalif Raymond has only been targeted once tonight for a loss of 2 yards. Let's move over to the defense. Do you want to take the defensive box score there, Andy?
Yeah, I got you on that one, Will. So far, first half, we've got the defense totals. We got solo tackles totaling up to 17. Got Branchhead leads them all with 3. Adam McNeil's got 2. Chase Lucas has 2. Sutton has 1. Kaminsky has 1. Again, that was a name we weren't really hearing very much. Barnes has got nothing. And then going all the way down, Harris, Buggs, Hutch, Anzalone, Goff, Melifonwu, Jacobs, and Campbell all have 1 apiece. Sacks, that's the big 4 sacks in the game so far. 1 by McNeil, Harris, Buggs, and Hutchinson all have 1 apiece. And tackles for loss, we got 6 tackles for loss so far in this game. McNeil has 2 of them. Sutton has 1. Harris, Buggs, and Hutchinson have the others. So far, these are pretty good numbers. I'd say they're really good numbers for this defense. The defense is working very well together. Branch, as always, is making his presence very known, very disruptive. Just look at Hutchinson's face alone on one of those last plays. He is fired up. This defense is just playing lights out. They have the 1 interception for 20 yards from Jerry Jacobs. And Will, unfortunately, on Pro Football Reference, I was not able to pull anything up because nothing was updating, and the webpage, it's giving me issues. So I'm sorry, I can't get any really more stats on that.
So the Packers got the ball back already to start the second half, and there was a penalty on the return that dropped them back halfway to the goal line. They came out on their second snap and got a completion. I think where I heard you end was tackles for loss. So to sum up the defense for the first half, you got 26 total tackles, 19 solo. Well, now there's a couple more in there. You had 17 solos, 4 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, 4 passes defensed, which is huge number in the first half of a football game, and 7 quarterback hits. Love is under an immense amount of pressure. They're not completing balls. The Lions are able to get home on almost every single play. So this defense is playing lights out, like Andy said. Jerry Jacobs got his interception with a return of 20 yards. And, as far as penalties go, I don't have the penalty stats in front of me right now, but the Lions are probably gaining the lion's share of the penalties. And hopefully they'll clean it up here in the second half. I'll jump over to Pro Football Reference and get some of the advanced stats. So Andy, you've got the call right now to start this second half, bud.
All right, 1st and 10. Jordan Love fakes the handoff, looking down the middle. Ooh, big,
wide open.
Wide open reception there. Was that Watson? Good catch, big reception. Another 1st and 10. Brian Branch doesn't look too happy. He looks like he knew that he probably should have had something to do with that. Well, let's see. Yeah, they left him wide open. Campbell was nowhere nearby. and he just burned Sutton. All right, to the line. Love takes the handoff. Short little throw. Ooh, pounding hit. Big hit. Number 6. Oh, there's a flag down. This better
Melly Mel with a big hit there.
I think they're going to call this on Detroit, I think, probably. I have a feeling. Let's find out. Jones got it. Oh, they're going to get him. Yep. Yeah, they called that on Detroit. Illegal hands to the face on Hutch.
His hands never came up.
Let's see.
It was underneath. It looked like it was underneath his shoulder pads.
It was. He was holding the shoulder pad. You know, I brought that up about a couple games ago. Trey Flowers did the same thing to Bakhtiari, and they called him twice on that. All right. Love to the line. Takes the snap. Up. Going deep. And nope, out of bounds. Overthrew Dub. 2nd and 10.
Man, Romeo Doubs wasn't even anywhere close to being in bounds.
No, he wasn't.
And again, that just shows you Love's accuracy is just god awful. Your dogs are not happy tonight, are they?
They're outside right now, too.
Wow, they're loud. for being outside.
Welcome to my world. All right, Love at the line. 2nd and 10, Packers. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Little shuffle pass to Jones. Get him. They let him get away too much on that one. That's about a gain for 9. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd and inches or 3rd and a yard. Penalty flag.
You know, did I see 44 on the defense?
I don't know, but someone.
Branch is down.
Branch. Yeah, that's not good. It's on the defense.
For unnecessary roughness, he was in bounds. See, this is the stuff that I don't like. This is where the refs try to impose their will against the Lions. How is this unnecessary roughness? He's in bounds.
He was in bounds. I think calling the helmet to helmet, that they would have called that separate. How was that? That's ridiculous. Oh, my God.
That better not be a knee for Branch.
Yeah, that's not good if it is. Let's see.
It looks like it.
Ooh, he just went down. Oh, no.
Yeah, it looks like an ACL. Damn it.
That's
Come on, Branch. Be right, buddy.
that doesn't look good, buddy.
No, his calf looks a little up. Now, was that non-contact?
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't hit at all. He just went down on something.
Well, let's just hope it's a bad cramp. He does cramp a lot, so we do have that on our side. The Branch he does tend to cramp a lot, so let's just hope that that's what he's got going on tonight.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's about a loss of about a half yard. Didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, regrouping here. The Lions, looks like we got some more dirty laundry that's on the field. these refs need to knock it off. Like I'm sick and tired of seeing these penalties against the Lions when the Packers do the same thing. When any other team does the same thing that we do, the Lions always seem to get called for something, and they're going to try to turn the tide on this game.
Yeah, that should be offensive holding. Harris was held big time trying to get to Love.
Man, Onwuzurike just came in and leveled that dude and knocked some yellow paint chips off his helmet.
This should be offensive holding.
Yeah, that should be.
Yeah, because Harris was being held.
Bugs is out there playing patty cakes with the guy holding his hand.
Yep. Yeah, check this out, Will. Harris is almost there, and yeah, he's getting way held.
It was kind of weak, but still, he still held him right there. Right there was the hold.
Yep. No, I don't care how weak it is. Look how many calls are getting called against us that are weak. I'll take what I can get.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Come on.
Oh, we
There
should
you
have
go.
saw that coming. The screen
Yeah.
game is nice hit. The screen game does tend to open itself up, and hey, there's Mr. Captain Jack Campbell. Looks like Branch is going off in the cart. I'm not liking that.
No, not at all.
Man, he's he's the lifeblood of this defense right now. He's such an important piece to it.
They're going at 4th and 9.
AG probably should have called a timeout here and got his guys regrouped.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't like this at all,
Well, look, it's just, one score if they do get in. The Lions can still hold them here. That did not look like a catch, did it?
No, he bobbled that ball. All right, 1st and goal. Stuff him. There you go, stuff him.
The Lions defense has been coming up pretty big. Jack Campbell's starting to get involved here in the run game.
Real quick, Mike Miller said looked like Rodgers' Achilles injury. Very, very worried. Now Barnes is down.
Oh, geez. Well, the good thing about being on grass is you do have a lower amount of injury risk because there's more give in the grass as opposed to, being on turf. There's less give. Your feet tend to get stuck. And that's where a lot of those ACL injuries start to happen, is the tendon can only go so far and you're trying to go one way, the turf's trying to go another way, and it just snaps. And that's what they saw with Aaron Rodgers. But I believe that was on grass, and that doesn't happen a whole lot, but Aaron's old. So, it is what it is. I'm really going to be bummed out if Branch is gone for the season, because that'll be like, the story of our life with our DBs. They go down with an ACL. All of them do, it seems like, at some point.
Yeah.
And let's just hope that it's a major cramp and a strain and maybe he's out for a couple of games. That would be the best case scenario. Even if it's a strain, it's at least 2 games. It's just the Lions have, a 10-day, period of rest, and then they have another 6 days before the next game. So realistically, he could miss 3 games and have, a whole month's worth of rehab. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, we're not hearing the game called live, so we haven't heard what the announcers have said or what they have seen. We won't know anything really more until the end of the game. So if you guys do see something, feel free to send us some updates. What do we got in the chat while we're on this little break here?
Christian Rowe, Branch better tape that up and come back. Well, we hope that's all it is. We hope it's just a cramp, and like Will said, maybe it's just a little injury that might take him a game or two to recover from, and he comes back. But let's hope. Mike Miller, thank God for bye week coming up. We need to get healthy. Well, Mike, not really a bye week, just a 10-day break. But yeah, the one nice thing is if we do have this 10 days coming up, and this is nothing really serious for Branch, this could be good. Hopefully it won't be a long term. And Mike Miller, this is an older one, but I love we don't rely on one guy offensively. Almon, Monty, Laporta, Reynolds, Gifts, Gobb, and eventually JMO. You don't know where we were going to hit you. 100%. We got a lot of good weapons. All right, looks like Barnes got up and he's walked back on his own power. That's good.
All right, so the Packers are coming up to the line at 2nd and goal. 8.5 minutes left in the third quarter here, down 27-3. Lions have had a strong showing so far with this defensive backs. Wide open. Was this foot out of bounds there at the end? Was that Watson? It looked like Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not real sure, who's supposed to be on him, but that can't happen. You just can't let up a free play like that.
No, you can't.
I mean, again, Jerry Jacobs is out there. Where did you go? You went inside, and Melifonwu didn't follow anybody. So I have a sneaky feeling here that Jerry Jacobs was supposed to go outside and Melifonwu was supposed to take the inside.
Well, going for 2. Let's try to hold him on this.
Wide open again.
Yeah.
Hey, well, at least we got one good call right so far for the Packers. Besides, we've had plenty, but RP no. RP no.
Absolutely.
They have not been able to get anything going on the offensive side of the ball. And they just came down and scored a touchdown and 2-point conversion. And what I would consider garbage time during 2 injuries really slows the ball game down. It slows the momentum down. But the Lions can't let this Packers team come back into the game.
No, they can't. Well,
Goff has got to get on his horse and get these guys rallied around, get the run game working, keep it working, and kill this clock.
Well, the refs can't let Green Bay come back into the game either. Oof. Yeah.
And they're still bringing him back. My goodness. It's got to be a long trip.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right. Lions are going to be getting the ball here in just a minute.
Everyone out there, listener land, fingers crossed for Branch.
I'd still like to know what the deal is with Craig Reynolds receiving kicks. But Reynolds is back. He looks like he's going to receive the ball here at about 1 yard deep in the end zone.
Nice run.
He's up over the 26, up to about the 27-yard line. So it was worth it for him to come out by 2 yards. Goff will be up under center here in just a moment, and the Lions are going to be working their way towards keeping this lead and keeping the ball away from Jordan Love and his inaccurate hand.
Will, just a little bit of an update. I just got a notification about Branch. They're saying it's his ankle, and he's questionable to return after he was carted to the locker room.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't even made it back there yet, according to what we just saw.
Unless they show some kind of weird replay.
Yeah, they could have. Well, let's just hope that it's an ankle. Mm-hmm. And, he can get it taped up. If it's a high ankle sprain, that can be 3 to 6 weeks. But we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, Lions going 2nd and 7 from about the 25-yard line. And they need to have a long drive here. They really need to instill some confidence back into this team, after the half and after a couple of injuries. They need to motor on down the field. 2nd and 7 from the 29. Goff drops back, swings it outside to Gibbs. Gibbs goes nowhere. I don't understand that play. I've seen it so many times this season already, and it's gone for absolutely nowhere. So why do they keep using it?
All right, Packer fans, calm down.
Oh, it does not take much for the Packers to get back into a game.
I know.
Fans and players. So the Lions need to sustain this drive.
Yeah, you can't let the Packers or that fan base get back into it.
And Goff drops back, completed over the middle to Amon Ra, who runs absolutely nowhere.
Wow.
That's going to bring up 4th down, and the Lions are going to have their first 3 and out in about, 6 drives?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% confident on that. That was just a guess.
Stop. No.
So I take that back. That was the Lions' first 3 and out since, they had a field goal to end the half. And then the punt before that was 7 plays. So their touchdown of 3 plays was their last 3 and out, but that ended up in a touchdown. So it really wasn't a 3 and out. Before that, they had a field goal, 7 plays, then a touchdown to 9 plays, and a touchdown to 9 plays. So really it dates all the way back to the interception to start the game. And that was a 4-play and out. So Lions has done a pretty good job here on offense. This is only their what appears to be the second punt of the game. Andy, we got anything working in the chat right now?
Yep. Mike Miller, got to get that fire back. Came out flat. I agree.
So
Christian
we
Rowe,
didn't. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead. Go ahead, Will.
So we didn't get to the total yards during the first half. And right now, as long as these stats are correct and up to the minute, Green Bay Packers only have 88 total yards of offense right now for the whole game. The Lions have 285. The Packers haven't even broke 100 yards. And, they're within 2 scores, right? It's 27 to 11. They're within 2 scores and two 2-point conversions. Tried to say that 4 times fast. Realistically, they're down 3 scores right now. I don't think there's going to be enough time for them to get back in the game. It's going to require, some shifty, unique plays happening from LaFleur and for Love to actually be able to complete a ball with some accuracy. He got one or 2 lucky passes there, and that was about it. So good news. It looks like Brian Branch is going to be brought back out onto the field. He's getting his ankle taped up, and he's probably going to be back on the field for the next defensive play or the next defensive series. Sounds like he's going to have to warm up and might have evaded a major injury here.
That's excellent news. Christian Rowe, need a stop. Yes, we do. Mike Miller,
All right.
defensive unit, this down.
So Love's going to take the ball, and wait a second here. That ball was thrown behind the player, behind the line, so that should be considered a fumble and out at the 19-yard line. Well, not really a fumble, but that should be considered out at the 19-yard line. Backwards pass. All we had to do is pick it up and run. So it should be about 2nd and 20, 2nd and 22 when the Packers come back to the line. Nice play there by Walker. No idea what that means. So it is 2nd and 21. Love takes the snap. Long pass up the middle, and it is long. Tracy Walker in lockstep as he puts good defense there. It's going to be third and long. Branch is he's still getting taped up there, man. They're really going to town on that ankle. They're going to go to town on both ankles. All right, 3rd and 21, 5 minutes, 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Love is back at the 14-yard line, takes the snap, steps up into the pocket, delivers the ball up to the left side to, looks like Christian Watson will be complete for about 16 yards. They're going to be well short of a first down. Packers are going to have to punt.
Well, Christian Rowe, you said need a stop. We got it.
Lions did their job once again, and they're getting the Lions back into position to be able to take this offense. That was Romeo Doubs. My apologies, not Christian Watson. Take this offense and get back down in the end zone. The Lions need another score to put this game away, that, in my opinion, or at least another field goal, and they'll be able to put this game away. It's a numbers game now. Nice punt return by Khalif. Gets up about 8 yards on the return. Looks like there's a flag in on the play. I didn't see it. Looks to be about midfield. So it's typically going to be on the return team. Well, let's just hope it's not. There's a little bit of conversation going on, a little bit of moving flags around. What can we cook up next on these Detroit Lions is the conversation in midfield.
Oh, you know it is. Well, this is taking a while.
Yeah, it's pathetic, isn't it?
It is. It's so ridiculous. Here we go.
Holding on the Lions.
Really?
Well, I didn't hear, obviously who they said. Was it looked like the 42, Jalen Reeves-Maybin?
It was Maybin, yeah.
Like to see a replay, please. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but so far this season, we have not seen a lot of replays, at least timely replays. It seems, especially on Thursday night football games. But I have not seen a lot of replays at all in any of the games. Now, I was at 2 of the 3 Lions games to start the season, but even in the stadium, not seeing the replays like we used to. And they've got more cameras now, and that just doesn't make any sense to me. There's cameras everywhere now. They're putting pylons at the goal line. They're putting pylons at the first down line, all with cameras, 360 degrees.
Hey, Bill, I need you to just bow out for a minute. Take just a quick break. I will return everybody.
Sounds good, Andy. All right, well, Andy's gone. I'm going to try to manage this chat here for just a minute. Defensive unit, shut this down. Need to stop. There we go. Mike Miller says, defensive unit, shut this down. Christian Rowe says, get that tape, Branch. I knew it. Yeah, good call. If you were the one that called out the ankle injury, good job, because Lions evaded a major injury right here, which they can't afford. They can't afford any more injuries. They've been pretty banged up already. But to lose somebody like Branch this early in the season would be really detrimental to this defense. He is the lifeblood of that defense right now. He's one of the best DBs in the game right now. The entire NFL, that's how well he's playing. Nail in the coffin time for Goff. That's right. It's time for this Lions team to drive this ball down the field. Get another score. At this point, I don't care if it's 3 or 7. If they can at least get one more score, they will put this game away for sure, unless there would be a complete letdown and egregious calls by the refs. This game would be done. Hate having the Packers and the refs every year in Green Bay. It gets old really fast. Yeah, I feel you on that one, Christian Rowe. It does. And I swear, If you go back and look at the games, it just doesn't make any sense. And the thing that really bothers me is that it's not talked about enough. We talk about it, right? We talk about it as fans, but it just seems like we never get the national attention. We did this year, in the first game against the Chiefs when that right tackle was bouncing around like crazy and lined up wrong, but it's not getting talked about anywhere else. And it's time for that to stop. And I'm going to say it again. I say it almost every darn time I'm on a stream. We keep the refs out by putting points on the board. I'm sorry. You keep the refs out by putting points on the board. You make them stay out by keeping points off the board. And that's just what the Lions have to do game in and game out. Keep the refs out of the game. All right, Goff is in shotgun, 2nd and 7. 27-11 is the score. Lions are up with 4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Goff hands the ball off to Monty going up the left side. Nice hole. Gets up to about 7 yards, 6 yards there on the carry. It's going to be a 3rd and short. And as expected, the Lions are going to try to run the clock down as much as possible right now. They're going to have to do something. It looked like Monty was headed off the field and they're bringing Gibbs in. To me, that would be a clear sign that they're probably going to throw the ball. Monty would be more of your 3rd down back, or Craig Reynolds would be more of a 3rd down back if you were going to run the ball. Lions are definitely going to go for the 1st down. Gibbs comes into motion. Ball to Gibbs for a 1st down off the left side. Nice play, Gibbs. I love that little in and out move that they do. I'd like to see that more than that running backs, screen that they do. That short pass that they do at the line of scrimmage. I can't stand that play. Hasn't worked in so long. Yeah, I love the in and out. Nice work. Gibbs is just too quick. You can't catch back up to him. And that'll work for 3 yards all day. All right, Goff under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Montgomery up the left side. Lions are going to try to really beat down this Green Bay defensive front. It's grounded pound time.
I'm back.
And Dan Campbell's hot about something. All right, Lions coming back up to the line, 2nd and 5. About 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Tight set to the left, fake handoff to the right. Goff's back, and he's getting pressured, and he finally takes a sack. Looks like he took a little rough hit to the back there. It's going to take a loss of about 10 on the play.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, it is a big one because now you're getting backed up deep into your own end zone. That's not good. Yeah, it's going to put him in a long 3rd down situation here, 3rd and 15. It looked like Monrod just took a minute to get open.
Yeah. 3rd and 15.
All right, Goff in shotgun set, takes a snap, hands off to Gibbs. Delay handoff for about 10 yards. That's going to leave him about 6 yards shy of a 1st down. Lions will be punting the ball. This should leave the Packers with about 50 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter. All right, so realistically, you've got about 3 more series in this game, 3 apiece. If the Lions can just get at least 1 more stop, this game should be done. It looks like the Packers are going to have the ball about the 34-yard line to begin their next drive. This is a little picture of what looks to be downtown Green Bay.
I'd like to get some comments in here.
Such a vibrant looking city. I mean, just looked, so loaded with tall buildings and. Actually, I don't know where that was. Lively city.
Well, we
Green
know
Bay,
it's definitely some kind of landmark.
Green Bay is actually a very beautiful place, man. That whole area and that side of Lake Michigan it's a wonderful place to visit. You know who I haven't seen in the chat tonight? That defector family member of mine, my sister. How's she feeling now that the Packers are getting stomped on, and I'm going to have some bragging rights for about 10 weeks at least before they play again towards the end of the season here. I think it's 10 weeks. Now I'm wondering when the schedule is.
Well, let me get some comments in here. Mike Miller, nailing the coffin time, Goff. Well, the way that last series went on that one, but I agree. Goff and this offense get together. Christian Rowe, hate having to play the Packers and the refs every year in Green Bay. It gets old real fast. Well, you can tell by Will and I's displeasure with some of these calls. We agree. It's asinine the way this goes a lot of the time for Detroit against them. Mike Miller, want to see Gibbs run the angle route out of backfield. No linebacker can stay with him. Well, if Gibbs breaks free, I agree. He's got the speed to do it. He's just got to find a way to break through. And what's going on, guys? What do Green Bay do to our offense? Well, it's more of a question of that offensive line didn't do much.
I don't know if it's Green Bay really doing anything different as opposed to the Lions are really being conservative right now. I don't see a whole lot of behind the offense right now to really do much. I feel like they're just trying to kill time and play the time game, the numbers game. I mean, they just don't look like they have the energy behind them right now like they did in the beginning, the first half. Quite honestly, the offense really seemed kind of sluggish all day. Like we haven't, besides the first quarter or, the first couple of big plays to Sam Laporta and Khalif Raymond, it's been kind of a dreary day, just, a ho-hum day. And like I've been saying all season, it's like they get these yards, they have these decent games, and I don't know how. I don't see it. We're not seeing these big splashy plays. It's just, they're just doing it little bit by little bit by little bit. The dink and dunk game has been for real this season.
I mean, aside from those couple big throws, Laporta, like tonight and then last week against Atlanta, I agree, Will. The offense is, I mean, it's safe. I mean, they're winning with it, but yeah, you're not seeing anything that's really knocking your socks off.
Big deep pass for Love, and it's completed down to the 9-yard line. Oh. I think I'm going to play ahead of you for somehow. Well, that's not what we need to see. Who was that on? Melifonwu? Yep. No.
Yeah.
Oh, Will Harris. Can't stand Will Harris either.
I'm actually kind of surprised because the game clock for the quarter was at 0 when he actually snapped that ball. I would have thought that would have been end of the quarter, but.
Well, you could snap it at just before 0.
But it was at 0 and they snapped it. So it's just, you know what? Maybe this is where a lot of my angst with the referees and the way it goes for Detroit against Green Bay comes out. It's another one of those, no, it's at 0, but we'll let Green Bay have a chance to still do something with it. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know it sounds.
That play was dead. That play was dead by 2 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. That it hit 0, and I'm sitting here and I'm just like, why is the quarter not ended? Why are the refs not blowing the whistle?
Yeah, that play was way dead. Dan Campbell should be throwing a flag right now and challenging this play. And that ball should be going back to where it was. That quarter was over.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll say, they'll give them a half a second. That was 4 halves of a second. That was 2 full seconds, at least. So why is Dan Campbell not throwing a flag on the field? Where is his team watching the clock for him and letting him know that play was dead? And is that not a challengeable option? Can you not challenge the clock? I'm pretty sure you can challenge the clock.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that you can, but I don't see why you couldn't. Will, that's why I had to bring that up real quick, was because I'm watching that and I'm going, the quarter's over, but there goes Love. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is where I start getting upset because now if Green Bay finds a way to score, it's fine if we can still come away with a win, but that's just another notch of, here we go, help Green Bay out.
Well, it looks like the ball is still up where it was. They have not brought it back, which means nobody on Dan Campbell's team is doing their job in reviewing the clock and the snap. This play should have been blown dead a long time ago and brought back to where they were. Either way, it's first down around the 10-yard line. Green Bay, first and goal. Passes up. It's complete. That is out of bounds. There's no way they're calling that a touchdown. But I wouldn't be surprised. Andy, let me know where you are in the game so that I don't get back ahead of you again. But Jerry Jacobs. Yeah.
I just witnessed the play where he caught that out of bounds.
And where are you at now, Andy?
I'm at the replay when they were showing it that he caught it out of bounds. Now I'm at second and goal, and they're at the line.
I'm really baffled about that previous play.
And now just ran it in for a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, the Lions have a lead still, and that's all that matters. But good stop there. Hopefully. Yep, looks like a good stop right there. So Lions stopped them short on the 2-point conversion. Going to be 27-17, Detroit's ball. Only up by 10. The Lions need to get another score, and they need to kill the clock. Nice stop by Kaminsky.
Yeah, Jordan Love he had no chance on that one.
I'd like to get an explanation. I hope somebody after the game asked Campbell why they didn't throw a challenge flag.
I'm surprised Kaminsky didn't get called for the way he had his arm around Love's head. Wow. Mike Miller, that stop was huge. I agree. They score a touchdown, but we needed to stop that 2-pointer. So that was huge. Myers Farm, time for the NFL to review calls and penalize the refs. Boy, would that be great. That would be great right now. You know what? They're doing that right now.
Well, do us all a favor. So I just put a post up on the Rock Down Detroit Lions page and the group. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing it, asking why the Lions didn't challenge the long pass as the quarter was over by 2 seconds and the clock at 000. Let's get that one moving around the interwebs so that we can get some action on it, get people talking about it, because this will be the fourth game in a row that the Lions have had a major disastrous call or non-call by the referees that could be very impactful to this game. It's not a reviewable play, but it should be reviewed by the refs. They should already have known that the play was dead. And then they go to the quarter, all they had to do is mention it to the refs. Hey, that play was dead, and they've got to go review it. But I thought you could always challenge the clock. So if you can challenge the clock, they can challenge that play.
Well, the play callers were looking at something. I just missed it. They actually showed the game clock on the right and the play clock on the left, and they showed that it had been a 0-0 for a while before he threw it. But, I mean, it's in the past now, but still, that's ridiculous. All right.
All right, so where are you at right now, Andy, in the game? I'm at 14:43.
So am I. Monty just completed that 9-yard run. I think you and I are pretty much caught up again. 2nd and 2.
What does it say for the game clock? I'm at 14:33, 32, 31.
I'm at 32, 31, 30. You and I are only a second apart.
Okay, good. So Lions up to the line. Goff is back. Shotgun, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs is up off the left side for a first down.
Very nice.
Nice run by Gibbs. Looks like Montgomery's coming back into the game. Hopefully we get a little bit more ground and pound. Montgomery needs to start picking up 6-7 at a clip at this point. They've got to keep this ball moving forward.
Yeah, a touchdown or a field goal would definitely make, I think, a lot of us feel a lot better about this if they could pull that off because, yeah.
Lions up to the line, 1st and 10. Goff under center. Amon-Ra in motion. Goff is back. Fake handoff to Monty. Pass to Monty up off the right side. Monty puts his head down, lowers the boom for about 12 yards, and another Detroit Lions first down. All right, let's keep this momentum.
Mike Miller just said not a reviewable play. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, I don't think it's a reviewable play. I think you can challenge the clock. And by that, I think that they'll be able to challenge the play. Either way, we'll figure it out tomorrow. 1st and 10, Lions up at the 46-yard line. Monty takes a hand up off the left side for about 8 yards.
It's a good little run. Yeah, this is good. Just keep moving this ball forward. That's really all we can do. Move it forward, kill the clock. That would make us a lot better, make us feel better. Gibbs went nowhere. All right. We got 3rd and 2.
Lions 3rd and 2, 11 minutes, 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lions are up 27-17. Goff is in the shotgun set. He's back. Gibbs is back behind him. Ball is snapped. Hand off to Gibbs. Draw up the middle for another Lions first down up to the 37-yard line. Now, this is what we needed to see, between about the middle of the second quarter and the entire third quarter. This is what was missing. The change of direction, the timing plays, the draw plays, the counters. Got to get Goff outside. You've got to get Goff moving his feet. When Goff is moving his feet and getting outside, he's able to help extend plays and throw receivers open. So I don't know why they seem to save it all, but we need to see more of it. All right. Goff takes a snap. Hey, he's rolling out left for once. Look at that. We got a completion to Josh Reynolds for about 16 yards.
Beautiful.
We've got another Detroit Lions first down. I'm liking this, but, I feel like they're hurrying up to the line a little too much here.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know. If it were you, wouldn't you want to just kill every second of the clock between plays? I mean, right now they got 10 seconds, 9 seconds. I mean, so right now this play is doing pretty well. 6-5. Goff under center takes a snap. Hand off to Monty. Monty up off the right side. Up over. Well, I thought he was going to get up and over. About 4 yards.
Like he was.
Yeah,
they don't want to. They don't want to rush this, Will, not at all.
Penei Sewell looked fired up on that play for whatever reason. I'm not real sure why. All right, Lions coming up to the line here at 2nd and 7. 27-17. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lions are moving the ball at will right now. Hand off to Monty, and that went for a loss of about 2 yards. Packers sniffed that one out. So right there, that would have been the play to run an outside zone. So last night, and I kind of forgot to watch some of this, but last night, what I had said was we need to watch for Jordan Love making a lot of different calls and adjustments at the line. And if they were able to come up and snap the ball, they would have had the Lions defense figured out. Well, tonight, Jordan Love has had to make a lot of adjustments at the line. They haven't had a clue what this Detroit defense was doing in the first half. And that led to a lot of success for the Detroit Lions defense. Goff hands it off to Gibbs up the middle. Squirts his way through the tangled mess for about 7. I love how Gibbs just keeps his feet moving. He's spinning and turning, and he just keeps moving forward. He bounces around like a little pinball in there.
That's all you can ask him.
Monty's more of the pinball, man. He carries a little load behind him. All right, Lions up to the line, 4th and 3, and they're going for it. We're not taking the field goal.
I don't know why.
Now they're going to try to draw him offside here. Lions let it get down to 0. They either called the timeout or they let it run. Lions are going to take the 3 points. They're going to bring in Riley Patterson. Come on, drill it, buddy.
What's LaFleur crying about over there?
No, what isn't he crying about? He's had plenty of calls go his way tonight.
Yep.
He's probably saying, hey, didn't you cash the check? What's going on here? This is Lambeau. Your whole trunk of your car is getting filled with cheese curds right now.
Yeah, not cash. Well, that's fine. Like I said, we either needed a score, we needed a touchdown or field goal. That gives us puts us in a much better cushion. And with 8:13 left in this game, Will, makes it that much tougher for the Packers to try to mount any type of comeback, really.
Well, he hasn't hit it yet, at least that I've seen. He's got to hit this field goal. We've got to go up by at least 13. That makes it a 2-score game. No matter which way you look at it, that's 2 scores, 2 touchdowns. With only 8 minutes left in the ball game, that gives the Lions a big enough cushion. Come on, Riley. Here we go. Drilled it right down the center. Lions go up 30-17. Well, if the Lions can keep the Packers off the board, my 31-13, score wasn't looking so bad, but this is shaped up to be a pretty good game for the Detroit Lions tonight. Albeit there's been some pretty poor calls, some missed calls as usual. I know I always say I don't try to blame the refs for everything, but again, tonight there's just more questionable stuff that's happening that it really makes you scratch your head. And makes you ask the question or beg the question as to why always the Lions having to deal with this type of stuff. And I know that they're not the only team. but it's time to move forward and keep the refs out of these games. And hopefully we'll see some more explosive plays as the season rolls forward, because we need them. Right now the Lions are getting the job done by, heavily relying upon, 6-7 yard plays. And that's not the Detroit Lions of last season. The Lions last season were relying upon plays being extended downfield and getting vertical. We don't have a DJ Shark. We're missing a DJ Shark.
Yes,
Marvin Jones hasn't done a darn thing all season. And that to me, it kind of bothers me as to why he's not. He was brought in and paid a pretty good ransom, at an older age to come in and make some plays for this offense. And it just hasn't happened yet. We need a downfield threat. And we just haven't seen it yet. But we're winning this game, and that's all that matters tonight.
Absolutely. All right. Mike Miller, I got a comment from you. Love forced to drop back pass now, playing into our defensive line strength. Tee off, boys.
Nice call, Mike. I love it. Nice call. Maybe we rack up a couple more sacks here to end the game.
That'd be great. Will, it's interesting you brought that up. It's always against the Lions. Well, you look at some of the hits that we put on Love. Like, for instance, that 2-point conversion that we stopped. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, what are they calling here? Oh, he jumped over the line.
Who did?
Quay Walker. You can't do that. Last year he got nailed on the unsportsmanlike and ejected.
Yep.
Quay Walker he's just, he's a troublesome player. He's a great player. The guy's a phenomenal athlete, but he cannot keep his head in the game.
Nope.
And I'm glad that he can't. As long as he doesn't do something that hurts one of our guys on purpose, hey, works for us. So the Lions are going to get the ball back. It's 1st and goal. The points come off the board. And we're going to put Monty up the middle for about 3 yards. The only thing that I will say about this is let's hope that we don't have a catastrophic. I'm not even going to say it.
No,
and
don't.
We get the ball into the end zone.
Yeah, just stop that there, Will.
That would put this game out of reach. All right, Monty up the middle, dancing around, not doing much. Gets a couple of more here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. The Lions are going to take the ball about the 3 yard line with about 7 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Keep that clock ticking.
The only thing I'll say here is I really want to see the Lions push, like really go after it. Like, if you're going to get a second chance, go get it. Shotgun set, Laporta in motion, Monty going nowhere. That play never had a chance. And I would question that call all day. Why did they move Monty to the other side? Clearly there was an edge, and that play wasn't going to work. So it's going to be 3rd and goal. And I have a feeling they're going to play it Mr. Conservative now, and they're just going to try to put the ball in position to kick the field goal.
Yeah,
they've got to be more aggressive. I don't get it.
Well,
look, when you're kicking field goals from this close to the end zone, it's not easy on the kicker.
No.
So you've either got to go for it and try to really go for it and get it in the end zone. There's a nice run by Monty up to the 1 yard line. Or you've just got to hang back and take the field goal. But the thing here is they have an opportunity to be a great team, right?
Yep.
Separate yourself. Go get the touchdown. Now you almost want to go for it, and that puts you into a scary predicament. What happens if you miss it now?
I know.
Now you went from taking 3 points to potentially not. Golf up to the line. Lions going for it. You've got to be kidding me. Come on, DC.
Just take the points.
And Monty is in for the touchdown.
Oh, thank God.
All right. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. All right, and the extra point is up and good. The Lions didn't get screwed. I really thought that something was going to happen there.
I was waiting for it. When they showed the slow motion, zooming in on Montgomery going in the end zone, I'm going, watch, they're going to call something here.
But you know what? Montgomery's got 3 TDs on the day.
Yes, he does.
What a hell of a game for Montgomery to suit up and battle back and get on the field and make it happen. Good call by Dan Campbell to pull it back and really go for it. Look, you know, we get heated in these moments when we're watching the game unfold in the last few minutes of the game, and you're expecting the worst to happen because it seems like it always seems to happen. But this isn't the same Detroit. This isn't the same Detroit Lions. This isn't the same old Lions. It's the new Detroit Lions, and they're figuring it out, and they're doing it in a big way tonight. The defense got off to a hot start. The offense is going to finish the ball game. That defense is going to come back on the field, and just like Mike Miller said, it's time to tee it off.
Well, speaking of our friend Mike Miller, hammer nail Kings of the North.
That's right.
Absolutely we are. And Christian Rowe, FTP. Well, we know what that means. I agree, Christian.
So
it
looks like Tommy Lee. He's got the closest score prediction, I think, at 35-17. I'm gonna have to go back and look at all those and look to see who's got the one that matters, which would be the winning call on the predictions tonight. I haven't really looked in a long time, so we'll look at it tomorrow and see if we've had any edited. Last time we did this, we had a lot of people trying to edit their scores at the end, and I don't think they realized that we know that they've been edited. We know on this side of the page, it tells us if they've been edited. So we want you to win. Trust me. We want you to get a Villain Squad t-shirt so that you can wear it and you can do a nice little video for us and show it off. We need somebody to win.
Yes, we do. And remember, guys, the game's not over yet, but Will and I, we're going to always thank you guys for showing support, showing up tonight. And Will and I are working our butts off to get this thing going. We're building it organically. We're building it all on our own. And we hope you enjoy what you've seen. We know we're enjoying this win. I think I can tell you that right now. This has been LaFleur's talking to Quay Walker. Hey, Quay, can you stop making so many bonehead mistakes Jeez.
Yeah, you know, it's just getting a little out of control at this point with Quay Walker. I mean, you should know that they outlawed that jumping over the line for player safety for a reason. And nowadays, it's not just a penalty. You know, he could end up getting a fine from that. Any unsportsmanlike conduct, you're going to get a penalty. And a second unsportsmanlike conduct, you get tossed. So
you're out.
You know, better them than us.
I agree 100%.
Like a few of the people in the chat have said tonight, Mike Miller, Christian Rowe, you guys have done an excellent job hanging in with us all night long. We really appreciate you. And hey, it's time to tee off. I want to see this Lions defense really get after Love, but it looks like they're going into prevent mode. They're going to play bend but don't break. They're going to hope that they chew up a lot of clock, giving them, 8, 9, 10 yards a catch. Look, they've got to score 3 times now. They need 2 touchdowns, 2 points, and a field goal to even have a chance at winning this game.
Yep.
I don't see that happening. And with the way Love throws the ball, his inaccurate hand isn't going to allow it to happen.
No. What's he
Nope.
got?
Lee McNeil gets back. The Lions get up. Almost a pick to Branch.
Oh, almost a pick. Yep. Well, and Will, you have to realize too. I mean, if let's just say the Packers do score here, they get a touchdown, they have to go for 2, and then they're gonna have to try for an onside kick. So they got a lot of miracles that have to happen if they're gonna try to win this game.
That's right. I'm glad to see the ski masks out in Lambeau.
Oh, I love that.
I see a lot of blue shirts. I see a lot of yellow ones leaving.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Never thought I'd see that.
Well, there's going to be a new flavor of curd in Green Bay. I hear it's going to be called Kool-Aid curds. So get them while they're hot, because I know I'm going to be ordering mine right away.
Oh, absolutely.
It might even be a T-shirt tomorrow. Oh man, that should have been a pick for number 23, Jerry Jacobs. I got ahead of you again on the play there.
You got way ahead of me because I'm on 4:37 left, and they just ran in for a first down. Let me see. Here it comes. Oh, yeah, Jacobs, you should have had that.
I don't think that's a completion, though.
I don't either.
I need to see it again.
Yeah, even Jacobs was pointing that it was out. Let's see.
Well, does he have control? I don't think he had control.
I don't think he did either.
But they went up and they're going to snap the ball, so that by default the play is good. Uh-oh. What's going on with Branch?
Not again.
He's hurt. He's just hurt. He's hurting, man. Branch is tough. He's hurting. I think it's at this point, why do you have him in? Oh, it looks like he's going to pull himself out. Yeah, that's tough as nails, man. That kid is tough as nails, but we cannot afford Branch to be hurting like this.
No, not at all. I'd say at this point in the game, just pull him and sit him for the rest of the game. He's done more than he's been asked to do this game for sure.
Yeah. Man, what a tough kid. What a heck of a season so far for Brian Branch. I mean, this guy deserves the gutsiest award right now. He really does. If there was an award for the grittiest Detroit Lion, it's Brian Branch at this point. He's playing his heart out. He's putting his body out there. He's putting his heart out there, and he's making big plays.
Will, before we get back into the game, I got some good chats I'm going to share with you.
Yeah, my chat, it reset back to 0, so I apologize. I don't see him.
Well, Mike Miller just said, quality game cast. I don't want to watch games, or I don't get to watch games with Lions fans. I'd watch every game with both of you and the chat.
That's cool, man.
Mike,
I appreciate it.
Mike, thank you so much. That means the world to us. Christian Rowe, I agree, Mike. Living in Dallas, I have never met another Lions fan. Well, gee, look where you are. Oh.
Yeah, that's funny, though.
You
at least get to know that we get to play on Thanksgiving Day together. It's always been the Cowboys and the Lions on Thanksgiving, one way or the other. So,
yep. And one more, Will, and this actually just went along with what we said. Mike Miller, get him out. Paycheck earned, young man. I couldn't agree more. Let Branch get out. He's got 10 days till the next game. He's played a hell of a game tonight. It just bow out.
And I don't even know if you risk playing him against Carolina if he's not 100%, because Carolina, they've really fallen apart. And, do you really need to go in loaded? We're going to get some players back. We're another game closer to getting Jamison Williams back. So it's going to be a questionable call for Dan Campbell. Even if Branch wants to suit up, I think at this point, the guy needs some rest. He's been one of the biggest reasons why we're going to eke out 3 wins. Oh. There's a nice big play coming up here soon. So I wanted to get into the box score before the Lions just rudely interrupted me with being Detroit Lions. Jordan Love is 22 of 33. No, this can't be right. This can't be right. Yeah, interception by Jerry Jacobs.
That
What a
had
way
be
to
the
cap
play you
off
were
the
holding
game.
out for.
Yeah, it was. And he's gonna run
Good
down the
night.
sideline. Way to win the game, Jerry Jacobs. Way to end it at least in fitting fashion. The seatbelt gang is alive and well. Jordan Love, the most inaccurate arm in the game. Romeo Dobbs crying for a foul.
Why?
That's just what he's doing. He's always crying.
Where was the foul?
He's just always crying. He's trying to get a flag.
Well, let's see. What the? He was nowhere near him.
Exactly. He's always crying.
Oh my God, that's just hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
Lions are coming into what's hopefully going to be victory formation here pretty soon. Montgomery's going to take the ball up the left side for a first down.
Yep. Will, that's got to be one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Just crying.
I mean, Jacobs was like with 5 feet away from him the whole entire time, and he's still crying for a flag. I mean, what do you want? All right, I'm sorry. I just find that stuff funny to me.
Well, the sad part is they get those calls sometimes.
You know what? You were absolutely right.
So not the best game for Goff this evening. I mean, he's played serviceable. Ooh. That's not. Come on, Gibbs. You can't let that one up. Thankfully, he picked it back up. They're calling it an incomplete pass. At least it wasn't passed behind the line of scrimmage. But Goff is 18 of 27 right now for 205 yards. And that's only 66.7% of his passes complete. So not one of his best games. 7.6 yard average. He's been sacked one time.
Yeah, not a great game. I mean, you're right. It's serviceable. It's a win. But, yeah, Goff did that to have one of his better games for sure.
It's been kind of the ground and pound kind of night. I mean, David Montgomery's coming up on a 100-yard night here. And as long as he can get a couple more yards, he's going to break 100 yards for the night. He's going to end up with at least 3 TDs.
Right.
So big night for David Montgomery. We were hoping that it was going to be that kind of a night for Jahmyr Gibbs. Why is it not, is my question. Why can Montgomery do this, but Jahmyr Gibbs can't? Because tonight, I mean, Montgomery's doing the thing between the tackles, but he's also doing it, outside of the tackle. And Jahmyr Gibbs just hasn't shown the ability, I guess, to be as tenacious as David Montgomery's been. I mean, when you look at the plays, Montgomery's just running harder. And I think that's the difference right now.
Absolutely. But you know what's going to happen when this game is over. And I'll share that in a minute after this play.
Yeah, I'm not liking this play. Third and line, Detroit Lions coming up to the plate here, and Goff's going to go down for a pretty hard sack.
Oh, my God.
He's looking pretty banged up right here. He's taking a pretty hard hit. You got a lot of stuff going on back there, huh, Andy? You got things flying across the room or something.
I didn't even notice, dude. Well, no, my dogs are actually being quiet. I have my puppy next to me, but he's just chilling. The other 2 dogs, I don't know where they are.
Yeah, Goff took a pretty bad hit there, so it looks like Montgomery might not get 100 yards. Well, what's more important than stats, though, is a win, and that's all that matters to these Detroit Lions. Nice big return here by the Green Bay Packers coming up. So Detroit rushing on the night, you've got 98 yards for David Montgomery, 40 yards for Khalif Raymond, 40 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs, 11 yards for the Giraffe Goff, and 189 yards on the ground for the Detroit Lions so far tonight, with an average of 5 yards a clip. And that's only because Khalif Raymond put up 40 and the Giraffe put up 11 on one carry apiece. So when you take that away, though, the Lions averaged about 4.25 yards per carry. I haven't eaten all day, so I've got to have some pretzels. I apologize.
Are you seriously going to start calling Goff the Giraffe from now on, Will? I will not allow it.
Oh, man, come on. It's fitting, though.
Oh,
All right,
Hutch. Oh!
And taken down by Kaminsky. Dropping Jordan Love for his 5th sack of the night.
Yeah, that's 5.
So, player of the game for Green Bay so far, Aaron Jones, man. 5 carries for 18 yards. Wow. A.J. Dillon, 5 carries, 11 yards. Incredible. In all honesty, though, it is Romeo Doubs. 9 receptions for 95 yards. But, a lot of this has been kind of under garbage time, though. I mean, they're just allowing Green Bay to get some of this underneath stuff here towards the end of the game when they've got such a giant lead. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Andy. It sounds like there's people throwing stuff in your house. Like stuff's just being whipped across the room is what it sounds like.
Sorry about that.
All right, nice incompletion there on 3rd and 7 for Jordan Love. Beautiful throw, buddy. And they're going to bring in the kicker maybe here in 4th and 7. I mean, they've got to get some big-time scores, and they're going to bring a kicker in? Is that what they're really going to do?
I'm actually shocked. Why don't you just not – you better go for it at this point. Like, why wouldn't you?
Well, they're going to take the points, and I guess they're going to try to get a couple of onside kicks and a couple of quick touchdowns to get another 14 points if they make this field goal. Kick is up, and it's good. Nice kick. It's about the best thing I've seen from him all night long.
I like the way you are when the team's going to win. You go from very professional to very taking your jabs at them.
I mean, I got to. It's the Packers, man. I mean,
I understand. I get.
They have, completely shit on us for years, and gotten away with all these wild calls, and the Hail Mary that will never leave me and haunt me in my dreams. To now, the Lions have gone into Lambeau and kicked the snot out of them the last 2 times we've been there. This time, handily, by 14 points at least so far. Sheila Hamp is obviously nervous still. She knows that they need this win. But, man, she's done such an excellent job at rebuilding this team. Onside kick attempt goes out of bounds. Flag on the field. Lions are going to get the ball. And they're going to be able to go into victory formation here in about 3 minutes.
Oh, it's amazing.
So let's take a look at the Lions box score for just a minute. Hopefully we get David Montgomery in for at least 2 yards and get him his 100. We could use it. We need a 100-yard rusher here in the 4th game, especially in Green Bay. Josh Reynolds, 3 catches for 69. Sam Laporta was off to a hot start. There we go. David Montgomery is going to get his 100 and then some. Sam Laporta got off to a hot start. 4 receptions for 56 yards tonight. A little bit shy of the 8 for 80 and a TD that I was hoping, or 7 for 80 and a TD that I was hoping he was going to get tonight. Here we go. David Montgomery up off the left side for a nice run. Definitely getting his 100 plus. Way to finish the night there, Monty. Now let's put Craig Reynolds back in the game and let him finish it out. No reason to risk injury to David Montgomery here, but it looks like they're going to leave him in. Man, Monty's really stepped up in a big way tonight.
Way
to run harder.
He's had a masterful game tonight.
So Sam Laporta is looking like he's going to finish with about 4 receptions for 56. Amon Ra, 4 for 51. You know, I was expecting Amon Ra to at least get his average, which is about 75 yards a game. He's going to be a little bit light. Just got a message from Megan telling me that Ernie Wickman has the score right, 34-20. As of about 3 hours ago, Ernie Wickman is also one of our top fans. So Ernie Wickman, if you're watching, so far you are winning the score prediction. We just got to make sure there wasn't any edits, but this score was 3 hours ago, which would have been before kickoff. So far, Ernie is the winner with the correct score of 34-20. We just got to make sure that they were the first. It's the first person to guess the score right, and the first person that put it in the chat. So it's in the on the page. So it's going to be the oldest message with the right score that's going to win tonight. But we're all winners tonight as Detroit Lions fans, because they're going to pull out a huge win in fitting fashion in Lambeau with putting Love on his back 5 times for 43 yards of lost yardage. Somehow, Green Bay ends up putting a couple hundred yards of offense on the field. Don't know how, because they were held for less than 100 in the first half. Under 100 in the first half. Romeo Doubs took the lion's share of targets, 13 targets by Jordan Love. Only brought down 9 of them. Christian Watson didn't do a darn thing tonight. Just like I said yesterday, even if he was going to get back in the game, even if Aaron Jones was going to get back in the game tonight, good luck having a good game in your first game back against this Detroit defense. Completely shut him down. Christian Watson, 2 catches, 25 yards. And oh, by the way, Luke Musgrave, you know that tight end that you said was better than Sam Laporta? 1 catch. One catch, 1 yard, 1 target. Aaron Jones, 5 carries, 18 yards. The team has a total of 27 yards on the ground tonight between the running backs and Jordan Love. No running game, no RPO, no tight ends. I said it last night. The Lions were going to hit a trifecta. No play action pass. The Lions completely shut this team down tonight. It got a little questionable there between the end of the second and all of third quarter. The Lions sputtered out a little bit, but they come back in the fourth quarter and put another touchdown on the board to go up 34-20. The Detroit Lions are calling a timeout here with 1:10 left. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to finish in the old victory formation, but they're going to give the ball back to Love one more time.
Yeah, just, let the boy have a chance. I mean, he's, I kind of feel bad for the kid. What am I talking about? No, I don't. Come on.
Well, the good news is David Montgomery doesn't only come back. David Montgomery comes back and hauls the ball 32 times. 3 touchdowns, 121 yards, 3.8 average. Oh, my goodness. The Lions spiked the ball. Or, I mean, they're going to set the ball. 4th down. 3 to go. Are they going to get the Packers to jump off sides?
They're going to try.
And they snap it. Goff delivers on the left side. Oh, my goodness. Amon Ra for a first down. The Lions are going to finish in victory formation. Phenomenal game, Detroit Lions fans.
Woo!
What a way to end it. Big win. Big win for Detroit.
That is a huge win, and that's huge.
Big win for the One Pride Nation. We're going to stick around for just a few minutes after the game. We're going to run through a few of the stats and, maybe discuss just a few of the things. But 3.5, 4 hours live tonight. It's a long time. Longest we've been on since the draft. And I haven't eaten all day. So, in my sugar tanks and I pass out, just kind of kindly end the stream. So just as we expected, Jordan Love, very inaccurate arm. And it was, again, on display tonight. And the minute that he got rattled, he couldn't do a darn thing. This Detroit Lions defense came alive, and they came out in a hurry, and we're putting Love on his back. And then that kind of sputtered out too, and they played a little bit more conservative. But they never stopped pressuring the guy. They never stopped putting the pressure on Love all game long. And that's what we needed to see tonight. The Falcons game was not a fluke. This Lions defense might be for real. Andy Benedetti called out a top 10 Detroit Lions defense by the end of the season. I said they'd be a top 15. Andy might be right. This might be a top 10 defense. But either way, Goff didn't have the best game tonight. They still got the win. Goff's probably not going to move up in the power rankings for quarterbacks, but these Detroit Lions defenses, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That Goff is allowed to have a bad game here or there. He didn't have the best game, but he didn't have a terrible game. Goff finished with 19 of 28 for 210 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. He was sacked twice for 20 yards, 86.9 rating. Montgomery, 32 for 121, 3 touchdowns. Khalif Raymond had the big, wide receiver around, or I'm sorry, the reverse for 40 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, average night for Jahmyr, 8 catches, 40 yards. But what I like about the kid is he's averaging 5 yards a clip. I just don't know why he's not getting his big breakout runs. Josh Reynolds, leading receiver tonight, 3 catches for 69 yards. That's what I've noticed about Josh all season long. If you go and look at all of his stats, he's the one that's averaging the most per reception. So far, he is our downfield receiver. It's just not enough. We need more. We need him to spread the field more. And that's what's going to happen when Jameson Williams comes back, hopefully. Monra, little light on his average tonight. 5 receptions for 56 yards. Little over 11 a clip. He had a long of 24 on 7 targets. Sam Laporta jumped out the gate early. A couple of nice long catches. He finished with 4 for 56, 14-yard average. 35 was his long early there in, I think, the first quarter. David Montgomery caught 2 balls for 20 yards, only on 2 targets, so 100% catch rate for him tonight. Jahmyr Gibbs caught 4 on 5 targets for 11 yards. Paltry 2.8 per catch. Total team, 19 receptions, 210 yards, 11.1 average, 27 targets for Goff. Good game. Really good game by the Detroit Lions. Way to show up in Lambeau. Way to show up in Green Bay. Way to bring the W home. Andy, what do you got to say about tonight?
This game was everything I expected tonight. I was expecting a little bit more out of the offense. I know we put up 34 points, but I agree with you, Will. That offense is still a little lackluster, not as exciting as I thought it would be. But we got the W, and sometimes that's really all that matters. But that defense, you're right. I think they keep playing like that, they will be a top 10 defense. I mean, we had numbers of sacks similar to we did, pretty close to what we had last week in Atlanta. I mean, if we start talking about 5 to 7 sacks every time there's going to be a game going on, then yeah, this defense is going to be dangerous. And what I think is crazy, they cannot run the ball against us. None of them. And our rush defense is unbelievable. It's just an unbelievable W for us. We're Kings of the North, 3-1. We, as of right now, we are ahead in the NFC North. When's the last time we could say that and have such a smile on our face about it, Will?
Well, I couldn't tell you the last time that we've led, with non-divisional wins, divisional wins, but what I can tell you is this. It's been 30 years since the Lions have won the divisional crown. And we're due. And we're due in a big way. We've got a team that is wanting to fight, a team that's not going to give up, a team that's learning, and they're learning to make better decisions game in and game out. The coaches are finally beginning to adjust and help these players do what they do well, do it better. That was our concern after week 2. And it's starting to not be a concern moving forward, that these coaches are doing what they said they were going to do, and that's put the players in the position to be successful and to win. My hat's off tonight again to Brian Branch. Again, the leading tackler on the team. Busted up his ankle, came back and played hurt, and still became the leading tackler on the team. And that's not because they're throwing a bunch of balls at him, right? Without diving into the stats, because I'm not going to be able to get them for about 45 minutes. It's not because they're throwing a bunch of balls at him. It's because the guy is just getting around the ball, and he's doing everything he can to shut down the run. And if he is getting, a lot of targets, thrown at him, he's shutting them down right where they're catching the ball. So 7 total tackles tonight, 5 solo for Brian Branch. 1 pass defensed, almost had a TD. But the next guy was Derek Barnes. And then it was Jerry Jacobs. And then it was John Kaminsky. And then it was Tracy Walker. And then it was Alex Anzalone. And then it was Jack Campbell. And then it was Will Harris. A nice mixture of rounding out the top of your leaderboards for tackles tonight. Overall, this defense had 5 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, 11 quarterback hits, 6 passes defensed. That is shut down football, my friends. That is how you win ball games. And how many points did they score again, Andy? How many points did Green Bay have?
20, magic number.
20? No way. You got to be kidding me.
I God is my witness, buddy. 20 points. That number that I always hear my really good friend Will Rock always talk about.
Say that a few times fast and tongue twist you.
I once was enough.
So 20 points, man. It's the magic number. You keep them under 20, you win ball games. And I guess I need to start betting what I say, because it's starting to work. The Lions are doing it, and they're doing it the right way, and they're playing hard. They're playing tough. Hey, we're finished the game pretty lucky without losing anybody to injury. Now they're going to be banged up. Branch is going to be banged up. He's going to be sore. But I don't think we lost anybody throughout the game. I didn't see anybody else, go down. Of course, the Amazon Prime, the way they do this, I don't really care for it. It's not the best production in the world. I wish it would go back to where it was. But it is what it is. We'll find out more, in about 45 minutes when all the rest of the stats and everything come out and all the websites get updated. We'll learn more as we see if there's any other nagging injuries that popped up tonight. Look, Goff got crunched a few times. Yeah, he only took 2 sacks. But he took a couple of hard hits, and he was slow to get up. I thought he wasn't going to get up there at that last one. The Lions need to do a better job of protecting him, and they've done a great job all season. Don't get me wrong. He's been pretty clean almost every single game. But for whatever reason, he's taken a few hard hits the last couple of games, and one of these times, it may not be so good for him, and he may not get up, but he does a great job at escaping. He does a great job of moving his feet to open up, underneath routes and to throw these guys open. And then that's the one thing that I noticed tonight that was different about the defensive side of the ball, is the underneath stuff really wasn't working for Green Bay. We spoke about it the other night. And if the Lions defense was able to control the running game, shut down the play action pass, and shut down the RPO and have this trifecta, that none of that stuff is going to work, over the middle. All that little dink and dunk stuff that Green Bay loves to do, and utilize that play action to, get everything else open on the outside. It wasn't going to work if they could just do those three things. And the Lions did it tonight, and they did it in a fitting fashion by shutting them down. So, hey, I want to thank everybody, especially the members, the fans, whatever you guys want to call yourselves, the followers, friends, fans, whatever. Everyone that joined us tonight. We really appreciate you guys doing this. It's amazing that, we get to spend this time enjoying the Detroit Lions together with people we don't even know. And growing this One Pride family and this Rock Down Detroit Lions, podcast that we're trying to put together. And you guys are the first ones in it. And we really appreciate you guys sticking around and giving us an opportunity. This was our first live stream. I didn't think it went terrible. We learned on the fly tonight. We made a few adjustments with how we're going to do calls and things like that. And we'll get better. If you've never done it before, you've never done it before. It's one of those things. Andy will tell you when we're sitting in the stands and I'm calling plays or I'm calling what's going to happen next. And it's different when you're not doing it under the gun of a camera. It's different when you're in the stands having fun with it. So anyway, I really appreciate everybody, and we'll go through the contest and see who won and get them messaged, and hopefully they'll get back to us. So, all right, Andy, what do you got to say to wrap this up tonight?
I got to say something similar. I'd say thanks to everyone for sticking with us. Thanks for joining us in our first ever watch party and play calling for a game. I know Will and I will be trying to get set up to do it again at some point. And again, just a huge win. It's nice to walk into Green Bay again and take them 3 times in a row now, 3 victories. And all I can say is when we play them next this year, let's do it again. Let's make Jordan Love look like the amateur that we made him look like. And Will, stop calling Goff a giraffe. I don't accept it anymore. But a great game. We had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys tonight. A lot of fun. Will and I will be back for another one at some point. And don't forget, keep telling everyone about us. Follow our page, like, subscribe. And thank you guys for helping us in our journey here trying to make this something great.
Well, I can echo all the same things Andy said. The biggest way everyone can help us is just telling a friend, telling a coworker, telling a family member, sharing the stream with them, getting them to sign up, to the Rock Down Detroit Lions page. The page is where we need the most help in the YouTube. And we'll get better, right? Things will get easier, and we'll get more people working with us to make things easier on everybody else. And we're having fun with it. So my plan was to do some of these live parties, these live watch parties for the divisional games. And we'll have some more divisional games coming up, and then a whole host of them at the end. They may not work out, for every game because I'll either be at the game or something. But at least for the away divisional games, I think we'll probably do it every time. At least I will be able to, depending on what Andy's schedule is too. So anyway, we thank everybody again. Can't thank you enough. Please do us a favor. Just like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, just join us next time. We'll be here. Yep. And quite honestly, we're not going to do it justice tonight to really review this game. I'll probably review it in the Carolina prep week. I'll probably do it. And then, look for me during the week, especially next week. I'm probably going to start doing a little 15-minute daily, just something to say hi and see what's going on out there in Detroit Lion Land, and get everybody updated on some things. We're going to stay more active. So, hey, Thursday Night Football, big win for the Detroit Lions. Kings of the North.
That's right, Kings of the North.
Let's not give it back. All right,
No.
we need to hold on to this one, and we need to keep moving forward. Carolina's on the docket next, and they're going down next.
Yes, they are.
We're going to see y'all next time. Andy, thank you so much for tonight, man. I'm glad you got to do this, and
Absolutely.
and we'll see y'all here pretty soon. Probably be Sunday for the next show, and then next week we'll do some dailies. One Pride, everybody. We'll see you.
One Pride.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.
So, you know, we look like we're ready. But this is day one. It's about the work. And I've said that from day one. It'll always be the same message. It's about work. You got to go earn your right every year. Doesn't matter what the players are, the coaches, expectations, where you were, where you're going. We got to work, man.
Wants to throw it to Sewell. He caught it. Billy Sewell with a first down. Oh, the big man dives down to the 31-yard line. Oh, that is beautiful.
Let me tell you something. I love this team now. I got goosebumps, gentlemen. I love this team.
Fields looking pressured, hit from behind, taken down. Aiden Hutchinson got him.
What do you think about the secondary?
Just look at the name, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You drafted Branch.
It started off with that huge hit on Beasley.
McCollum bends out. There's a big hit right away. And boom!
Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Goff dropped it in the bucket that time.
We're in our window now to win.
Aaron Rodgers exits the NFC North as a loser.